7. We started off with travel. The first few days of travel, we had a calm day of travel, but then we came across some undead dogs. We met 2 of our birds died, Moxie and
Azula.
That's not your bird.
Azula's a dragon.
Oh, Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald. Yeah, they both died.
Emerald.
Day 2, the start of the day was uneventful, but beyond traveling, we found a figure that loomed in the distance, which ended up being Anubis in his vessel, waiting outside as he rode the city of the dead to re-rise his people and start his master plan. We then headed into the pyramid to the altar room, where we were able to locate a secret chamber. Went through the secret chamber, solved the puzzle. Going through it, we were able to defeat him as he was doing his ritual to become all-powerful. As soon as we defeated them, the city seemed to stay risen, but all of the dead were brought back to life, and it seems like they are rebuilding to be now good and working their way back from the past that was put on them by their ancestors. After that, Uranus embraced his family, met all of us, and left us with a few choices on whether or not we would like to head to the forest to meet a dragon spirit that's giving something, or if we would like to find some mystical creatures down in the other direction.
Well, he told you about a guild out
us
there.
a guild.
So really, do you want to join a guild, or do you want to go find a dragon spirit?
If you had a chance of change of fate, would you?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't turned my mom into a bear yet. Not gonna lie. It's on the list.
It's on the list.
On the list.
The old man approaches.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna hand you a sword and a torch. You're gonna need these.
And shovel up the
I
road.
think that's what the first Zelda game starts off.
Is yours to go along? Take these.
Alright, so as you guys are making your way out of the desert, finally, been here for at least about a month, I think now. As you two would look back, that foreboding storm was still sitting there. That name had been told to you guys. And as you are traveling, the desert finally starts to fade as grass starts to appear. And whenever the wind blows by, it's a lot chiller than what you've been used to. It seems that, well, yes, you may have been in the desert and it was warm and whatnot there. The month that you guys have been there, it seems that the world may be transitioning into its like autumn phase. So it's a little bit cooler. You're probably actually enjoying yourself now.
We just start down my winter.
Yeah.
Scar. Zoya with scars. Check the weather.
So I'll just check like 4 bees on Zoya's head.
The first thing I would do would kill something that I can hide.
You can hide.
I can skin the hide off.
Here's the mouse and the.
Oh no, it must kill.
Well, I mean, I'm killing every day. But like grabbing like some sort of fur, like skinned off of an animal and put it on my shoulders.
All right, y'all. So
It just starts off this way.
now's the point when we got to decide.
Well, you are traveling on a road. I'll say you guys probably make it about, I don't know how long you have to travel till, but I'd say given 7 or 8 hours, you've not found a divot that goes off south road-wise or anything like that. It seems like, I mean, now that you guys are finally in the desert, this is a big continent, so there's some time traveling going on.
Where's my board?
Those don't exist yet. It's a carriage.
It's the name of my bird.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm waiting time trap.
Yeah.
We should go that way, and I point to the north.
Fulminus.
What's up?
Pointing towards yourself.
Seemed
Before was inspired by potentially talking to his distraction.
Also the north.
I'm perplexed by the idea, but I'm not quite sure it's what I'm expecting it to be. There's a lot more dragons than the one I follow. I'm not sure if the connection's the same.
I'm not sure it's a great time for me to be trying to potentially go somewhere like the Feywild. Um, as interesting as it would be to see all the different nature and animals that exist on another place. There's a chance I'm waiting for communication from home, right? And I don't know that it would ever reach me if I leave somewhere.
How do they intend to reach you?
Well, I tied a letter to them and sent it by bird a few weeks back. I expect something in about any day. Maybe not. That reminds me, I should probably send something else to tell them false alarm.
What'd you send them?
I was just alerting them of imminent destruction and war.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Leaving without any kind of follow up from that might be, well, something I've done in the past and I'm trying to avoid doing again.
Do you send doom and gloom letters out very often?
No. I just expect the worst of people.
Man, so I can send a message to whoever needed to be. Since I think he is writing on yours.
It would also be several days
Sure,
at least from.
Oh, that's right. Everyone's got their own now.
He would be at least several
I'm right.
days from the
Who's
from
following
the
us?
Feywild, at least I believe. How far would we be roughly?
Yeah, HO.
No.
How far would we be from the forest to the southwest? Do we know? Or southeast, or southwest?
In...
So,
We found a divot.
Okay. So from where you guys are leaving now,
We have a map of the area, don't we?
no, you have one of the desert.
Okay, so we have, okay. To the north, and I point to the south.
I guess what I'm trying to say is it intrigues to which
really is saying.
but I might take some time in the next little while before we get there
Make a history check for you.
to make things right.
Of course.
Since he's studied this land so much.
I think that's reasonable. I don't think we'll be
Plus
in
5.
real hurry to get there. I'm sure we'll run into something on the way to catch our fancy. You know, we have some truly learned men like Tawhito here who just can't help but explore, you know. It's sad. I'm sure.
Something worth looking at.
Yeah, have you spoken to Zoya? Do you guys have any opinions?
Madabar would tell you that to get from where you guys are going now to where you want to go, it's probably going to be like a week's worth of travel.
A week's worth to the Feywild, or is it the same for both? About a week's worth.
It's a week's worth of travel to get there, and then to get to, I think you said Everton,
Yeah.
is like a couple days shorter.
Like this race.
This is the birds.
So a week and 4 days. Those are the options.
Huh?
A week or about 4 days.
Yeah.
Madabar secretly knows less about maps and geography than I do. I have the Outlander, but he's the Outlander.
Can memorize maps.
So
But he's read every book in existence about this continent, so.
I've read every book twice.
Oh.
Just kidding.
That's an interesting one.
I also traveled with him for a while. I know he's kind of full of shit.
Yeah, get that out of your system now.
Kelvin, what do you think?
I'll say as you guys have been traveling and discussing and talking, it is starting to get closer to night.
Which way do you think your brother would have went if he went to one of these 2 locations?
To the north or the west. pointing towards the south and southeast.
And then his ears like maybe this way or that way.
So, towards the dragon then?
Do you think that's best?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to.
What do you? What do you?
I know
Do you
Vannevar.
I know you like dragons.
Well, I like some
Do you want
dragons.
to?
Not all dragons.
You want to go see the dragon?
I don't know.
I'm very supportive of you going to see the dragon.
What are the chances that our
Didn't Van try to do something with you to locate some of the union?
He was going to send a scry for the mirror, but it never worked when we tried it.
what do you think?
She has very good wisdom.
I was kind of mentioned that Ortall is always with stars, and I wonder how he would feel about maybe going to another place where there might not be any
And the place could have different
Or
stars.
different.
or different.
Yeah, I think Ortall did actually mention that there might be different stars there, and an interest in that.
But
If that's where we want to go, that's where we want to go. I'm all for it. I just don't really the only reason. We're all on our own adventures, and I'll find my way where I'm supposed to be. I'm just glad I'm traveling with some interesting people and some good friends.
And as you guys are traveling, it's getting colder. Nighttime's finally hitting.
We're just sitting at this crossroads discussing.
If I have a cold blooded loose or anything.
Yeah.
Use some of the trade.
Green, orange. But you guys can either camp on the road, camp off the road. It's up to you.
We should probably camp a little ways off so we're not getting eaten in our sleep by random bandits or by perverts. No perverts eating us.
It's a deal with the
Continue.
pervert.
I think the farmers probably like to stay closer to the city.
That makes sense. I don't. If I was a pervert, I would see that many people naked on the road. I guess. What do you think, Zoya? Where do you want to go?
I think there's a little pervert in all of this. Continue.
There's a little pervert in you.
Thank you. Where are you going to?
One direction's as good as the other.
Oh
I like that van.
Yes.
Direction.
It seems to me like the most of us want to go to the dragon, though.
I think Tawhito should make all the decisions for us.
We just spin Tawhito in a circle and go that direction. Everyone grab a side, hurry.
I will not grab a side.
It's supposed to sort
Oh,
out
you're
the
grabbing.
spin thing on it. It's like
The
you do with
inbox.
baseball bat. Whichever way he calls for it, the way he
Alright, so
back to the disc.
What's that? The dragon.
that's the
It's
southeast.
really list.
That's towards the southeast. That's in the forest.
Years.
True.
The Verena.
I like to talk myself, but I don't necessarily like to listen.
So, to recap,
To the south.
southeast is the Feywild.
Oh, so we're at the wrong crossroads. We need to go that way.
I don't even
I'm
have it.
pointing towards the.
I just have
That's
the
in the
old
south.
stuff.
Yeah, totally. The other option is to go towards the center of this continent.
Alright, so I'll say that once you come to a crossroads, there'll be like a wooden stake that's in there and it's kinda got like a sign that's heading towards east which says on it says Pilford.
You know,
And then pointing towards like the southeast in a path leading down that way it says Pine Village.
Pine?
Mm-hmm.
Southeast of Pine Village?
And Hilfer is east, you said?
Yep. Or no, Pine Village will be southwest.
Southwest.
Yeah, because you traveled out far enough, so when you start going back, it'll be southwest now.
It is Hilford, roughly the direction that we believe the
It's towards
Gilborough grasslands are.
Inverton.
Alright, I think the southeast sounds more interesting to me.
well, southwest now.
Well, yes, but originally southeast, towards Pine Village. Then Hilford does to me, but that's just one vote.
2 votes.
2 votes.
We're a unit. You guys know that.
Oh, unit. I don't want to take your
But
vote.
City of Jax, I don't believe there's anyone that has spoke up for the other direction.
Alright.
Which one are we
Interested to
headed?
see.
We're headed towards the wild place, or are we going towards the town?
The wild
Pine
place.
Village.
The wild things in
Well, they
I'll
are.
be honest, I'm a bit sick of towns. I've only
Alright.
seen 2 in a month and it's too many. Well, if you count the birds, it's a town. That's a town. That's the
It's the
that's
aviary
too
at
many.
least.
Yeah.
It's more like an attraction.
Hopper didn't like towns either, so I don't see him being in a town.
I know his name was Hopper before.
I definitely do not envision myself wanting or desiring another town.
Then I think we should probably
Yeah,
be here for the night.
Rough time.
I think it's our best bet. What do you all think? Good place to rest for the night?
Right here.
I mean, probably off the trail a little bit, unless we're wanting to meet some people. Then the crossroads the best place.
Is there like a ditch or something where we can hide a fire? Cold.
Or you need your perception of survival to try and find a ditch.
Ditches and bitches.
I'm gonna find a fucking bitch. 25.
Find a really nice ditch.
How nice.
What am I calling
It has chairs in
A
it.
gully.
A gully.
Like bowling shapes or like, what are we talking about?
Yep.
From all other hills.
It's got a little stone circle and some wooden.
It's a campground. You're at the KOA.
Yeah. It has running water.
Doesn't exist in most places. It's time.
It's actually a water elemental.
Yes.
We're just drinking this piss.
Then you just walk inside for a second and then walk out.
You guys set up camp.
Running water.
It's actually a river that's warm.
That's just called piss.
Setting up a fire for more.
That's the tasting of mine.
Or hey, just make bonfire. Or talking to make bonfire.
He's sweating shell.
Just dove into the sand and retracted.
Underneath the fire.
I can take fast watch. I guess I'll go ahead and take fast watch. We don't want to be left out in the open in case of an ambush.
I'll take this one.
It's Zoya time.
If you would allow, I would like to start. I've been capturing these scorpion venom vials.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to start trying to figure out how I can use them somehow.
Start injecting them into yourself to get resistance.
Maybe
You
I
want to use them.
like I want to turn it into like instead of more of a liquid, more of like a paste to like.
Coat.
Oh, you want to congeal it? All right.
And make intelligence check.
Do I help some alchemist?
Huh?
I'd like to assist. I'm an alchemist.
You can either give him advantage or you can do the roll yourself too. Up to you.
I'll roll myself. That's all right. So I'm an alchemist, will I get intelligence plus proficiency?
Yep.
Make sure before I took it. What is? Okay. 12.
19.
We'll say with you both working on it together.
I think I have all these substances on me. These that might help you congeal it a little bit. I have some sugar here. Very good sugar. I'm alchemist found with me. I have a little bit of
Try Durham.
You can
They do sand white.
You can take some of the scorpion venom. You can mash up some of those blue lilies that you have on you. And it starts to
Like a
condense into a
poultice?
paste. And you can dip your arrow tips or whatever you want to it and see it. And then you kind of like sit there and kind of coat it up and sit there and dry up.
Okay. I'll do. I don't know how much. I have like 3 vials of them. Kind of like.
How many lilies do you have?
I have a little bit of brimstone. Gus. I have gasoline, styrofoam. I'm gonna make. Listen, I'm not made alchemist fire. I'm making it like it's gonna. I'm just gonna sit down and make it one day.
That'll be fun.
I gotta just make it. I got an alchemist kit. You just make a barrel carrier mover. I should got a hell one day.
After they're done with that, I will take Zoya and walk her 80 feet out of camp.
Oh God.
I only have 1 reference on my notes to point.
So then you can probably get enough. You can probably make enough paste to probably do like 4 or 5 arrows.
Okay.
I'll walk Zoya out of camp. Like,
God, this
I have
is very
something,
right,
I have something to show you.
Elder's Blast.
Herbert was inside us the whole time.
I will hand you a dagger. It's got a crease blade and a blue sapphire. You've seen the dagger. It's always on my back. It's a short sword. For me, in my hands, it's a short sword. But I'll hand it to you, and then I'll cast a fog cloud on the rest of the camp. and I will disappear into the dagger.
So as you're sitting there and you're trying to apply pace, all of a sudden it's like, huh?
It's awesome.
When does that?
Am I just holding it?
Yeah.
Does he get sucked into it?
It's the best answer.
I was gonna hold it tight. I'm scared.
Scared she doesn't move from her spot. She's terrified now.
They
Yeah,
can't
double
see you.
drop it on straight off.
Oh, yeah. It's time for first watch. Where are you?
So I can take.
Come on, love. Let's go this way. Let's hang out in the cabin.
Take them all. Or
I'd say it probably took like 2 of them. They probably took you had like 3. You saw.
Go back to camp.
Where's Kelvin? Oh, fucking fall.
Well, it's just
where did I go?
He's We'll be back.
Silly rabbit.
Are we fighting again?
No. What?
Daggers are for rogues.
Well,
You assume every time there's fog, I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be fighting something.
all right.
Zoya first sniper. Kelvin's sniper.
Where's Tawhito?
Yes, damn. With her minus strength modifier.
You tentatively trying to poke me and physically cannot with your fist roll.
And I show crit you. What are you talking about?
For 2.
Oh my gosh. All you have to do is make us climb a fence, and this cream cannot do it.
I can
Not even good strength, actually.
Take
I come from a lot of people who struggle.
I can't wait to make her.
Joke's on you. I have a +7 in acrobatics. I'll do a backflip on it.
So you two are
I come.
gonna do it first watch.
It's me and Zoya, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, let's like.
Sleep. Sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep.
It's become a trend. The Qrux just falls.
So,
Next to the fire, the sun look. It's cold.
home wasn't good for you, right?
My hand in the trees.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, buddy. Put it in my waistband.
Little voices up.
Trying to sleep.
So home wasn't very good for you.
I wait an hour.
What, could you tell me why it wasn't good?
Big dragon wanting to end the world died there.
It's gone? Or you died?
No, it died.
So do dragons, do they concern you? Are you afraid of what we're going to face in the forest?
Afraid or angry.
That's fair. I promise you not all dragons are bad. I know it's hard to believe, coming from where you did, but there's...
I mean, never seen them. Just defensive.
I also grew up in the wake of a very powerful dragon, but for me it was not scary. I grew up in its original nest, and it was like the best playground ever to grow up in. There was books and places. There was little nooks and crannies with old dragon eggs in it. It was a very interesting place. I'm very sorry you can't have that experience like I did.
I hope we go to your room and not mine.
We'll go then. I think you'd like it. It's beautiful.
Sounds nice.
I rolled a 15 in perception.
What do?
I'm seeing Zola.
I guess, yeah. I see my dread.
Doesn't have wings.
It's one of the dragons less evil.
Yeah, there's correlation there. Big wing guy.
Every now and then you'll see 900 fly.
Kill them all.
Yeah.
Watching the two of them run around.
It's just like it's just like a roadrunner chasing around lizards. Like my son.
And now I introduce the Dark Bear Rabbit. Well done. Why does that bunny have blood on its mouth? That's about what you're about to find out.
I mean, a Monty Python on us?
Mm-hmm.
No. I just watched that like 2 days
But
ago.
besides that, you guys don't notice anything out of the norm.
Thank you for staying up with me. I appreciate it. Alright, who was next in order? I'll go wake up Tawhito.
No.
Oh,
Let's
no.
watch Anne. You have me,
Uh-huh.
and I will reappear.
Right. Is it just you, or do you want to make a Tawhito?
He's adorable.
I'm gonna gingerly walk up to you as like carefully as possible, and like pat your open and then run away. It's time for your watch. Rip and Taylor starts playing.
I really don't understand why you're so scared of me.
I watched you beat the butt fuck out of one of my friends one time. I don't know what's gonna happen when we wake up. We're still figuring it out. I don't think you're scary, but I don't know what triggers you to murder yet. So I'm trying to figure that out.
Ortall smells bad. His brain is.
Forgot those.
It's my command brain.
Your Ortall smell bad.
Right. I'm gonna go bundle up and falls into Dune.
As you say that, you just hear from the show.
Ortall smells bad.
Messed it.
Wow. So, did you two want to watch me?
Good.
24.
Oh.
Oh!
I thought the look he was making was it was bad, but Joe was like, no, it's awesome.
It was that 20. I just.
Oh, okay.
It was frog sees all.
So as you two are kind of sitting here, crickets are off in the distance, kind of doing the thing.
Some army of dead bugs in there.
No fire really. I will say, for the most part, it's clear out, but there are like noticeable clouds in the sky. Just out of, it's really quick, but you do catch like a glimpse of something in the sky just fly over your guys' camp area. Doesn't seem to be noticing. It just seems like it was just hitting in a direction. And it was probably like, I'd say probably like good, like 1,000+ feet away. You just caught a glimpse of it. Is it like it hit the moon, you saw the outlining, and then it was gone?
I assume he only sees that.
Yeah.
Definitely nothing to worry about.
Your ears get in the way.
What's not to worry about?
Something flying by way far away.
You look up. Oh,
Very far away.
I don't like to look up. Usually they're gonna get the things that are a lot closer to their level. They're swooping down.
That's why I have to look
I
up.
don't have to look up. It makes sense if you look up.
Not very many things taller.
Lots of things taller than me.
You mentioned a hopper earlier.
Mm-hmm. That's my brother.
It's your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for him?
Yeah. He disappeared from town. I've been on the trail ever since.
You'll find him.
Now the nightmare, oh no!
Kissy shit.
I need everybody to leave the table. John, fog, cloud, fury.
It's Hopper. Hopper sees you.
Any distinguishing marks to look out?
He's rough.
He looks a lot like me, just a whole lot bigger and a whole lot stronger.
It's bigger, faster, stronger, better looking.
Harder, faster, and stronger.
Has more facial hair, all of the above. Does he have more facial?
For the rabbits.
I'll make
All hair.
if I see any more of your type that I'll correct.
I haven't run into any, so I assume the first one we see will probably be him. It might not be though. Whenever I'm in town, I like to ask people.
Yeah.
I've seen them. I've gotten a few leads, but they said west a long time ago, but west was east and east was north, and so I'm kind of
confusing times.
lost on the path of where to go.
No one knows to read a map.
I also think there's a lot of people that like to give helpful information just to be helpful and get rid of people.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
I can just look at my notes and said it correctly.
Yeah, you'd think that some people would want to be helpful, but it's okay. I'll find him eventually. It's just been a while. I miss him.
I understand. That's the question you're looking to answer.
What about you? What's the question you're looking to answer?
Getting rid of this.
I suggest we do that. I don't like that. It's got a bad vibe.
Yeah, it's brought about some bad times.
I believe it. I haven't seen anything happen, but I've heard that it makes you do bad things. I was in, yeah. Didn't see shit.
Yeah, there are some blackouts.
Well, I've only done that with alcohol. And that one time that asshole from my hometown came up behind me, all black fucking cousin. Piece of shit.
Look, you Trevor.
Didn't see it coming.
He's Trevor. I'm Todd.
It used to happen more often, but I've gained some control.
That's good. Control is good. Control keeps us in charge of ourselves. How do you think? Do you think there's a way to get that off of you?
I've been looking for quite a while and haven't found one yet.
Has anyone tried to perform surgery and flay it from the skin?
Uh, Not quite.
That might work. It's gonna leave some wicked scars, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling it would also probably cause another blackout incident.
Oh yeah, we don't want that.
He's the juggernaut, bitch.
Well, that wasn't the intention. Well,
I will do everything I can to help you find a way to remove that. What, is it a collar?
yeah.
A choker.
Okay, I'll do whatever I can to help you remove.
Like a metal ring in the front.
It's big old black balls.
Get ball game. If I had a ball game, then I can't fight these.
Well, no, I guess it's property of pervert.
Next thing to buy for Tawhito-Joe, a ball gag. Thank you for reminding.
Is there anything else you guys want? Bye. Well, I would say that the one of the other two could do, but it looks like
I'm out.
Qrux will be on his own with his dragon.
That's good. I have a 21 passive perception.
Right down. I choose to use that.
I choose a not
I think
accident.
it's enough.
He has an aura of 75 yards
You
around.
never roll perception again.
In case you want me to roll 17.
You actually don't see the trickster god that's watching this.
What are you let's do it. Everybody's kind of passed out. The Tinker's got a weird tongue.
Well, thank you.
I noticed that, like, about right behind, or right where the shoulder blades would be on a normal humanoid, it's like raised up a little bit from underneath on Missoula, and seems a little different than before. It seems to be maybe something growing out from the sides, but not quite yet. Just like it looks like maybe she's.
It's fucked up.
I can tell that she's not going to stay this small forever. I wasn't sure, when she first came out, if she was just going to be that size forever. But there are visible signs that she's growing at a regular pace. But we've only been together for a month or so. So, other than that, we talked about my arrows and stuff. I'm finishing up, making sure that I've got a little journal when I'm writing down my notes on like terrain and the botany and all this other stuff, and I'm keeping track of the little materials that I used and keeping inventory. And then on top of that, I've got a little wood chisel, and I'm filing off like fletchlings and things like that, and then And you can see me kind of like every now and then just like kind of think deep in thought, and then going back to the watching out around the camp and stuff. And once the sun starts to come up, we'll find another bird. Send another letter home.
And you're sitting here working on all this. I'd say you're probably like a couple hours in. As you're kind of sitting here focusing on writing down whatever you're doing, and because Liz kind of just doing whatever she's doing. The wind has been kind of subtle throughout the night, but you're sitting here kind of focusing on whatever you're doing. Stronger gust comes by. Same too, because like you guys are in a ditch-like area, so like as this wind kind of comes in, it blows out the fire. So all of a sudden now you're just in sudden darkness. I would say though, with the way the cloud and the moon is, you probably have like really dim light going on. But it's with this.
Azula does have perfect.
So that is stealth of 26.
Oh. Okay, what's rolling my character now? You don't see it. What's it? The moon. It's moving closer at a very fast rate. Go ahead and roll 46 6 times for you.
What's your max HP?
42.
Okay. As you're kind of sitting here, this weird like
Less
Once-
needs to be higher.
Because I can make it come
Real quick. About to be lower.
this weird like I want to say like as gas kind of like fills in the ditch area, and as you're sitting here and you go to stand up, but you get drowsy all of a sudden and you kind of just pass out after about
Can I scream out on the way down or anything like that?
not as fast as it's happening. Yeah. But after about 10 minutes, you finally come back to. Sure does. But you wake up.
Zula.
She's kind of sitting there, still conked out. You have the highest HP, don't you, Joe? What's yours at?
65.
Oh, you already sleeping then.
And it wouldn't work on me.
This is the first time Kelvin's stuff has affected me so much.
As you wake up, though, it is like if you wake up in the ditch, it's just darkness, though, because the fire was put out or whatever it was.
I don't know if I go over there.
You light it. You spark it. You get back up. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Where
Well, you're passive. All right, you see Zoya is still sleeping, Fulminus still sleeping, Elman's still sleeping, Widow's still sleeping, but Ortall and Man are gone. What? I'd say with your 21 perception also.
Drag parts.
Since with the Ortall shell, you can see where he's been dragged. It seems like he was dragged out of the ditch.
Is this just like a grasslands area? Or where are we?
Sandy grass.
Yeah, you're in sandy grass.
Like, dunes at a beach.
Can you tell where it leads to?
As you start to kind of following it out, it does hit the road, and it seems like it's being dragged, like, if Hilford's to the east, it's going southeast.
I don't know.
Somewhat in the same direction as Hilford, but
I'm not going more than like 50 feet away from camp. I'm gonna go back. I guess I'm gonna wake up before this.
Hey, we have a problem.
I kick you in the head.
Alright.
Not that.
gets knocked back out.
Different problem. Different problem.
What'd you do? What happened? What?
We have people may see.
No, what? No, Kelvin's right. Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
fuck. Get up.
Ortall, stop that.
Everyone up.
What? What's?
Ortall, Manival, they're gone.
There's
Fuck.
drag marks of a huge shell. It looks like a bowl or something had been drugged through the.
They're gonna eat it.
I will say with your 21 perception, you can see some massive like
How long I assume this?
lizard-like hand runs into the ground, matching like in the dragon.
Different than me with.
Oh, way bigger than yours.
That would check out because Ortall.
Bigger than his. Bigger than his.
Hey, we probably cut this a little short. Let's maybe.
No, we need to go now.
Yeah, we need to find our friends.
I'd say you guys are still probably a good like 3 hours out before morning
Okay. Did any of us?
or sunrise.
Yeah, I don't think Van would have managed the full rest of this place. The rest of us.
No, I mean, I don't know how you count that, but I didn't get 8 hours.
I think the last one you would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long into his watch was it?
Probably like, well, I mean, you're doing all your stuff, so it's probably like maybe 2 hours on your watch.
I'd have been right at it too then. I'd have for us.
I think you guys would all be fine.
Just 2 hours of light.
I hit the button you gave it to me.
I don't know if you, well, I guess you need it when you cast your spell, but yeah.
So I'm taking a torch to the fire, so I can light my torch.
I'm gonna go on somebody in this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, buddy. I know it's early. I'm tired too.
I'll summon who?
You sleep first.
I don't know that. I don't know what the fuck your figure is, Walt. I'm gonna jump on him. Come on.
What's the name of your bird?
The Ignis is fine.
My guy first.
I love it.
I started it to Emery.
Moxie. He hasn't told me his name yet.
Ignis like Ignis.
Never done it.
My name.
Hello, bird.
Use.
What did you
Poison
do?
breath.
Remember?
Goldilocks. I don't know.
Okay, I'll get those later.
No, did he have it?
You read a name?
It's probably in the notebook.
I don't know.
Just yell, yeah.
Grider.
Yeah.
Sure.
The best.
It's the same for
He actually.
Yes.
for now. It's in,
He just speaks in Sylvan. None of us understand it. It's just we hear, come on, and then just the sound of trees rustling in the wind.
Yeah.
How did he say that out loud? All right, we need to go.
Be funny. I just see him get drug out by like a leg or something, and him like as he's going out into the new wherever, he's just like.
I hadn't gotten too far. Water was
Having your breath.
I'm gonna start following the drag marks.
I will hold up the chamber of brightness to give us some light to follow.
I will look at my torch and keep holding my torch.
There is no reason not to have some light spells.
Some sort of be stealthy.
You guys follow the markings for about.
Being stealthy at the moment.
So you guys follow the marks for about like 60, 70 feet, and then just.
Fuck.
Just pick out.
I'm good.
Just
Stop.
God.
In the darkness,
You're heading in the same direction. Like it's like there was no weird turns. It's been a straight line thus far, right?
I mean, yes. It was being hit towards Hilford in somewhat of a direction.
how much different are the lizard prints from like a dragon?
Well, your stick Zula's paw print in it.
I mean, I have plenty of history.
Pretty resemblant to a dragon.
Do we there's no markings on all the markings, and not just the dragon, right?
It's the dragon's footprints. They're dragons, and then all of a sudden it's like it ended. Like as if it probably flew off at that point.
I think our friends are in the sky.
Well, then we need to keep riding. It's going in the same direction. Why would it switch all of a sudden?
If it drops, it explode.
That's been correctly for the turtles.
Lower head has. We're not.
No, we won't. Well, we need to find our friends first. They would do the same for us.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's
I
have
think,
it
I think that'd be next.
I don't think that's true. They'll be eating them straight.
Clearly, they'll talk their way.
That was Angle Kill.
I think I'm gonna keep riding. I don't think that all I can talk away out of this.
So since Azula is slower than the birds, I'll put her.
Everyone watch the skies. It's gotta be somewhere.
Direction are we coming from?
This way. Eldritch Blast.
Go ahead.
He's like, quick, to the north. Shoots an Eldritch Blast east.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh,
thanks.
well, I never. I would have seen him preparing, trying to shoot an arrow.
Did you do a combination blast? Should have run the wheel.
Now, are you doing this as your speed running? Or speed riding?
Fuck no.
Was it?
You just mount?
I'm speed riding. I'm trying to close it
Mounting?
down.
No. But I'm not moving.
Dead stopping?
Dead stopping.
Okay, because I'll give disadvantage if you're trying to shoot and range ride.
Well, I'm definitely right.
Yeah, I'm hauling ass to get there.
Hauling that ass.
Yeah,
But we moved my bird up there, casting.
yeah, boss. Where's your bird?
It's on top of the tissues.
Oh, no, clone.
So go ahead, make your Eldritch Blast attack at that one.
That's a 22.
15 to hit.
Hits.
That's a 22.
22 another hit.
Are those hay-bales, or are they wheat bins? Who knows?
7 pierce.
Where's all like uncut medieval community?
What's yours?
Right there. 17.
Then
Oh, I rolled this. What's going on?
Two, what's his fault? Rest is force.
Gotcha. So as one arrow hits it, it drops the humanoid that's chewing on and looks up in the direction. The Eldritch Blast also smacks into it. And at that point, it starts making out like barking, yipping noises to all the rest of them. We will go ahead and roll initiative.
Here it is.
Yeah. Same.
Even with disadvantage, by the
You
way,
were
it's
still
looking
outside.
insane, and then when you roll an issue like a 4.
Catch them on there.
Or a 5.
We got the same number. Roll 18.
Just fires that are out through the city. 2025.
22.
23.
23.
Really?
Yeah.
23.
Oh, no.
Something's well.
15. It was almost 12 as well. That's one ahead of here. What's that guy, alright?
15, 20.
Man, you got an 18.
They're not there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got you.
We got 18.
From wherever he is, he got an 8
So 15 points.
His friend likes to remain in captivity.
Either 10 to 15.
14.
Hit them. Roll these.
9. I got a 9.
Whoa.
You can go first.
Okay. Then
I
we
got
got
a 9.
9.
There it is, he said.
There it is.
Just roll 4.
5. With disadvantage, my lowest roll on the dice was a 15. And then I just rolled a 5 on
Fulminus and Kelvin.
Alright.
Up.
I'm gonna look back at Tawhito fast while I'm running, and I'm gonna say, you take the center, I'll take the left. And I'm gonna start breaking off this way.
They do know that you guys are here.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and use his full movement, and so we kind of do character. Like I can make him dash and still do my stuff, right?
Like you can use his movement. That's all he can really do.
Can I make him dash or use my actions? Make him
If you want to do that, yes, you can.
How far out am I right now?
You guys were 150.
Okay, I'll go ahead and dash 100 then.
Okay.
Total. It'll be 50 out from
The map.
Jude Road here. I'll be 50 from the map.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and I will, as I'm riding, I'll flash bright blue and I will take 1 damage.
I like it when you roll ones on
It's nice. It feels really good, not gonna lie.
the one time it one's a good.
Give a bunch of people. People.
Like Panama people.
Well, yeah. Humanoids.
I can maybe help with that too if needed.
Because there's the sizable town, so.
So it's happening. Like just civilians?
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of civilians.
Well, I mean,
Nobody carries
There's
civilians.
stuff here as well, I think. There's the human fish looking things.
I've been these guys so long ago.
Also, God.
What feels like so long ago.
That's a pint.
They all look like warriors. Is that a problem?
No.
Okay.
No, that's perfect. That guy's perfect.
And an old man. A little halfling.
Play some Rennie throughout the.
Oh, they're all around them both.
That's fine.
That big blue guy looks like a civilian.
There's just people around everywhere.
Or,
So that's your turn.
Yeah, it's all right.
No, wait.
uh,
Writing it up.
I'm
or-
going to gonna move 50 feet forward. So
Alright,
it's
so
a
you're
parallel with them.
We know you're. Well, you're 100 away now.
Yeah, 100 away.
Mhm.
And then I will fire at that guy.
Okay. Again.
I'll miss.
As it drops the body, or as it drops the body from the arrow, and you hit it the second time, and it lets out that thing. Now it's focused on you, and it kind of like sidesteps the long range missile.
It wasn't close. Well, I hit the front of that building over
I
there.
killed the first one.
It would exactly that dead guy is yay.
And is that all for you?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so it is your go.
One of those wages, 60 shots is kind of.
Dash up, so only 50 feet up.
Yep. Good. Yep. Knowles go.
Good old.
My girlfriend wanted me to grant a specific model for when she's unconscious. So I did.
This one. They move up.
Hey, what you got in your mouth?
After flying, I kill this person.
Yeah.
This one is gonna shoot at this person. I did. Bleh. Normal.
You got a lot.
Actually, why don't we over here? Let's start with the old
He is stupid.
I took this whole town as a dead.
Yeah.
You killed them all.
There's a lot of people. Well, actually miss.
There's a lot
That
of
person's like,
Knowles, they haven't missed much.
the null misses, and then the civilian runs away, and
Alright, so
all
that's
gets
your
attack opportunity and kills him.
I will move up just like everybody else.
Mhm.
I'm only 40 feet out.
Yeah, you got a fast one.
And
It should be
then,
10 feet slower because it's huge.
and then I will bonus action light my sword.
okay. Lightsaber lit. Anything else for you?
That is it.
Big Knowles goes.
Huh?
Big Knowles
Big
goes.
Knoll.
Huh?
What's so big?
Well, to find out. I'm assuming.
And the one that's right here that was ripped in the body pulls out a longbow, aims it at you, and makes your bow attack save you. That is, hey! 18 for the second shot. For 13.
Shot.
Five points of piercing damage as an arrow sinks into your shoulder. Didn't like that. And it's action point 2. One sight. One sight. This one.
That was
Sorry, that one. 4, 8.
More people to hit.
Dimension door in the middle of the town is fog.
This one. Then go here.
Hey, pterodactyl.
So.
I like that
They
too.
killed the Knoll too.
I don't got to use him. I can't make it.
It's fair.
This one's gonna make sure attack that also. The pulls out a longbow. 13.
Semi-sentient pterodactyl. If you know. Not the closest.
No.
Well, he's 50 feet out. And it's the first thing that they saw. He's the first thing that they see coming from that direction.
Okay.
The first one misses, and then a 22 to hit the second. Or 4 piercing damage. As that arrow gets replaced with another arrow. That's me. There goes. And it's Crux's go.
I'm gonna go not 100 feet. I guess shoot at that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna full up 22.
Yeah.
8 piercing.
Okay. Arrow hits in the armor. It's sticking. There's a lot of blood on it already from people.
Yep, that's all I got.
Back up to Kelvin and Pullman.
I guess I'll go ahead and close the gap so far another dash because I'm 50k out plus whatever decide from then. So I'll go ahead and
Get to the map 10, 50 feet, wherever you want to go.
either else again, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Bam, your bird up.
When I get there, yeah. And then I'll take this will disappear
Okay.
and I will do a sliding stop.
So as you slide into this gnome, he is massive compared to you. You know, he's got a dead body attached to it, the blood's just dripping down his armor.
Hey, you're move in all directions, stupid.
He's turned around looking at you now.
And then I will go ahead and oh wait, actually not. I'll pass.
Go.
50 feet closer.
It's like you have chocolate racing.
Uh-huh. And I can see those two.
Yeah.
I'll fire it down.
Okay.
So anyway, they started last.
Yeah, 17. Hits. 8. 2 of which is gold.
Still nothing. Yeah, it's not resistant. Alrighty. Anything else? Nope. Alrighty. I'm gonna give you that one attention now. Zoya, it's your go.
How tall are these go?
Probably like a good 20, 30 feet.
So those dudes completely hidden.
Well, I mean, I guess if you were going at an angle, he would still have like +2 to his AC, but you'd have
Like from here.
yeah, probably so you'd have line of sight then, yeah.
I'm not expecting to like not pull up those.
You'll lose sight of that one though. So you'd probably be missing this one.
That's fine. I'll do those.
Okay.
Sorry, taking 8 damage.
So 16
Hits.
and
6 hits. Nice. She's mad. They shot her.
She's gotta shoot them.
22 now.
Ow. Is it, let's tell you.
Yeah.
Is it like that? Is it glowing now?
20 to now.
I wish probably wouldn't mark it as slowing so we can make it up again.
They'll both be glowing.
What do you need? I get my rank up right.
The rings.
Take our head now.
If you kill him, you get a snack.
You nailed it.
Regular Knowles go.
Jesse.
Oh, let's school me something.
Oh, piece of candy. Somebody's gonna get me in a box that way at some point in my life.
Wait, what?
Gonna give me.
He's got a little piece of candy in.
It's gonna get me in a box. Just set candy on a gun. All of a sudden, someone's gonna pull the right direction. Get into a box.
Yeah, I might have
Now we're trying to attack that one again. Oh, really good.
Again, the town's fucked.
I feel
There's just one section right now. There's a
I
lot.
don't know what you're talking about. I feel like we just inherited a town.
at least one of us is the mayor now. He's definitely dead.
Kingmaker campaign instead. We just have a town now. What are we gonna do with it?
No, we will come back every 30 days.
This one right here, seeing Fulminus come up on one of its allies, it's gonna take its longbow and make 2 attacks at you.
Line of sight on?
It sure does. He's on top of a house.
Oh, it's talking about house, but there's a null.
He'll hit Nolan after one.
That's probably gonna be a miss though. That is a 13
All the rest of them on top of houses now.
and an after one.
Oh yeah.
So it's gross. One hits his buddy in the back of the armor. He's like glares back at him.
Didn't look you made an enemy. So,
Wait till it is your go.
I will move up 55. So that should put me 15 onto the board.
So like, where are you here or are you
Where are
here?
you headed towards?
Heading towards the middle over there.
Right. So like, here.
Yeah.
I will dismount and get rid of the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will move up till I can see dude around the corner there.
Okay.
I will bonus action rage and
You thought you were big
sword
doggy.
hit.
He's big doggy.
You have advantage already because it was guided bolt.
That is a 22 to hit.
Fairly good.
Yeah.
16 points of radiant damage.
Oh, jeez.
As you come around the corner, surprisingly, with the bright glowing sword just slash into it. It's almost like when you slashed it, the guiding bolt's like energy gets sucked into the sword, removing the life from it, but the sword's still shining bright.
And that is it for me.
Big one goes. That one that's next to you is going to throw the bow on the ground and just make one bite and 2 claw attacks at you. You didn't have to go reckless, so it doesn't have advantage.
Yep.
The first hit is a 15.
Miss.
Claw, natural 1. Second claw, 19.
That's it.
And it will do 9 points of slashing damage, cut in half. So on that one, as it tries ripping into you, this weird creature that came out of nowhere. This one's going to turn on Fulminus, and it's going to make a bite and 2 claw attacks at you.
Mm-hmm.
The building would have been shorter out of came over the top at him.
Natural 1 on the bite.
It hits.
Natural 2 on the claws.
Yeah.
First math.
And a 22 with the last claw.
22 definitely hits.
That'll do 6 points of slashing damage to you. As you duck, and it catches you on one of the ducks with the second claw.
They have swords.
I mean,
It was
it's aesthetic.
It's an open hand.
It's aesthetic.
The sword's just there for intimidation purposes. It's more turn.
That one is going to incite rage on that one, and it's going to use its reaction to make another bite attack at you with a natural 20.
Somewhere in the sky.
So
Yes.
You're something more good time.
Just like
Gonna be-
12
13 piercing damage, so cut in half. And then I need you to make me a con save.
It's not a 10.
And then
Oh.
Over 3.
as its fangs dig into you, you can feel some type of rot that's coming off its breath that bites onto like your shoulder, and you'll take 7 points of poison damage also.
I use a frog. Point doesn't hurt him.
He's like Gonna get in here and make 3 attacks at you also. A natural 3 for the bite. A 17 on the claw,
Hits.
and then a 16.
Misses.
Okay, 16.
Figured out my AC.
Yeah. It's 5 points slash damage, so 2. That's their go as they're starting to gang up on you now. Qrux, it's your go. There's smoke everywhere from the fires and whatnot, and clouding, obscuring things.
Emery's gonna blow a huge poison burst right here. Just I see them doing a bunch of crazy stuff. He shoots that just to see what happens.
Okay.
That's a dex save for the 2 big boys.
So this first one over here, is a 11.
Fails.
And the other one is a 21.
Succeed. $16 on the fail, 8 on the pass. And then simultaneously, I will shoot the one that I have better visibility on. Do I get the one in the back? Even
Right here,
though
the big one?
the shiny ones give him advantage, but I can't see because the big dude's in the way.
You gotta be in the way, sir.
Delgin 27.
There it is.
For 8 piercing.
Like my nose.
For 8.
How much?
8 piercing.
8 piercing.
And then my bonus action.
In comes Dula.
And can she immediately see which one's the most hurt? Because he's gonna run up and
What's your passive?
fucking don't know. 12.
Well, I mean, they've got so much blood on them from all the gore and whatnot, cause they can't really touch right now.
Let's just go there then.
Okay.
Well, probably go to the first thing she can get to, which I guess would be there.
Okay.
And attack that one. The shiny thing and the advantage thing, or
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and remove those now. She hit. Just way to hit that one and then.
Yeah, it's definitely his 25.
Yeah.
Ah, 26.
Keep it plus 5.
Oh!
Keep him it's 6 piercing.
Okay.
And that'll be her. That's us. And then I guess after that I'll ban 3 action bans or something. Get that out of here.
Okay.
That's a lot on one turn.
He's a sad point to just off
It's only
third
there
round.
mention.
You guys are gonna hear a loud roar let out from the skies.
That's not good. No.
Let's see, you, there are really only 2 up there that are close enough to see this. You're gonna see this one up here just get, like as the smoke breaks, it just get launched off the top of the house. Throw it down.
Oh, well, we have an ally.
It's like
Little
from an
points of bludgeoning.
explosion.
I've been getting mollywopped.
Yeah, getting thrown off the top of the building.
Got it.
Cute. Think we can.
No.
The townspeople fight back.
Which was the Arnold of Goliath?
Secretly, all the town's warriors are dragon riders.
And
And
then
they
we'll
just
see.
patrol and they're coming back to wreck.
Well, you 2 will see.
No.
This landed.
That shit back.
And it's going to make 3 attacks at that one. 17, 26, and 27.
I need to number something.
So, kill this one.
I'll send my perspective as well.
What?
I took a picture, put it in the group chat.
No. The Z-Land there. I mean, it's Kelvin and Fulminus now.
I will go ahead and go.
Okay.
Runs up right beside me, Bond.
runs up right beside you. Will drop a cold burst right there.
Mm-hmm.
I need those 2 to make dex saves.
So this first one over here is a 16, and the buddy is a 13.
Saves. They take 8 points of cold damage. I will then free action drop who, and then I will right there. 20. Sorry, that's 30. And Eldritch Blast down. 19.
You called me.
Yep.
Is another 8. Rolling minimum damage. And then
How much did you do?
8.
Okay. So which one?
This one.
Okay, so one.
And then I will shout. Look out, Fulminus! There's something big over there.
Yeah. I see that.
Well, please, you're right.
Yeah.
Something's mauling at me.
Occupied. All right, I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna go. You're looking the wrong direction right now, mate. But I'll appease you.
It just snarls back at you.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'll look at him.
Not understanding what you're saying.
He's looking stupid.
I do. Oddly enough. I will go ahead and I will use my level slot. I'll look at him, and Spectral Dragons will fall at his feet and start to grab at his legs. And I'll cast Hex on him.
Okay.
I'm going to pick strength checks. It's not really going to matter.
Thanks.
It's Hexed. Then I will go ahead and roll an attack at it. When he swings that attack at me with his claw, going to cut me. In a lightning fast movement, I'm going to have my blade placed inside his armpit, and I'm going to try to rip up through it. Ow. Look at a natural 18 on lock.
No, definitely it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
12 damage.
Oh, your video actually fits. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to you can find me, you can turn around. And then I'll
Just snarls back at you. Spit debris hitting you in the face. Alright, is that all for you?
that's me.
Alright, Zoya, it is your go.
Still out of pure anger. Because ravens are still filling the air, I'm gonna 20 explode these two again. Or this one,
There you go. All of them. Who cares? All of them.
natural 18s.
Yep.
A lot.
And that one's looking one.
That's a natural 14, so 20.
Yep.
That's so
18.
No.
That one.
How much?
18. 24.
This two can have a magical effect on them. It's there now.
He said, don't take a drink.
Now, glowing beacons are printing. Anything else for you? Regular null go. I'm gonna stand up. After getting knocked off the top of the building. Gonna make a fight and melee with attack at him. Natural 10 is a miss. Natural 6 is a miss. Like scratching it with the dragon. This one seized it. Quickly. This one's joining this one. Attack fullness. If they bite and claw attack. Or a bite and melee weapon, bet. The bite is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And the melee weapon is a 9.
misses.
Bite. Probably move forward with the regular. It's 5 points of piercing damage.
Yeah. 1 second.
He's great job. I did it first.
I think that's it for those gnolls. The way to let your guy.
So I will swing my sword at the one going in front of me and then instead actually fight him. And it's a good thing that you gave me the poses. 19 to hit.
That's right.
13 points of piercing damage.
Oh, looking really bad now.
I
Make another gigantic slash into it.
well, that was actually a bite, so
No, as you chomp back on him, as he chomp on you.
we chomp on him just like he chomped on me, and I actually looked somewhat rejuvenation.
The back of Crux's mind is like, thank God. He's not going anywhere near that. He's still the closest, but he's not going anywhere near that.
Near him either.
That was it for me.
Big boy rolls. That one right there is going to make 3 attacks at Fulminus. First one's bite for a 19.
Misses.
It hits.
1 claw attack for
Slime.
14.
Misses.
Second one attack 14. So just the bite. You take this wide. It's gonna be 9 points of piercing damage on any con save from me.
Yeah.
As it clamps down on your shoulder also. Feeling that vile rot in its teeth.
About 16.
Shove it off. Dislodge it from your shoulder. Some of your own blood though goes with its mouth. This one's actually gonna move up. Take 3 attacks at the dragon. First one bite. 14. Does it hit Zola?
Nope.
First claw, 21. Second claw, 20. Yep.
You said the dragon. I just assumed you meant the big, fucking huge dragon.
I meant yours.
I was looking at something. She's a drake.
11 slashing damage to her.
Okay.
And these two over here are going to make 3 attacks each at you. Because you're the most threatening thing about everyone. So first one's going to bite you for a natural 2. First claw is going to be a 19. Second claw is a 14. Nope. So one of these hits for 6 slashing, so 3. The other one's now going to make its bite attack at you for a natural 1. First claw attack, 16. Misses. You're going to get 17 and another miss. After all the shining bright light went on, they're having a hard time connecting with you. The other one's kind of throwing off that you bit him back. And then where go Qrux-Jon.
Those do not expect to get bitten back.
No, they do not know. Threw him off his game a little bit.
Oh, I made a con save about my spell. Let's do that.
I'm gonna do like I also get defensive move in front of Zoya.
Mm-hmm. She got both.
And then I'm gonna shoot the other one that's literally calling out to me with light in the sky. 22.
No, that hits. Remember that.
Hurt. It's 10 piercing and then 1 lightning.
I was looking really hurt too.
And then a bite attack from Home Girl. Let's see if my turn.
Okay. And it comes to big boy over here. What's boy? Big boy.
Large.
He'll look at He'll look at your guys' group, and he's gonna be like, "You all deal with the mongrels. I'll get the people out of here, and I'll be back."
What accident is that, sir?
Don't worry.
Connor,
Yeah. Connor. And we all get drunk on.
And then they made it basically, it's coming.
And for those people out.
This guy's taking opportunity.
Sure. It misses with 97. That fine. It's like, I don't want to throw.
they're just playing hidden.
Yeah. They'll never go. Good thing about Knowles. They don't care. Let's take you anyway.
Big dragons are good.
Alright. Kelvin and Fulminus.
That's really sound like that.
Everything's delicious.
Well,
We want you to practice doing voices, and then we're gonna make fun of you.
listen.
No, that's great.
I'm not making fun of you yet.
At no point did we say we wouldn't make fun of
Yeah, exactly.
At no point did I make fun of you. I just asked what type of accent.
That gaping
It's-
shoulder wound from being ripped open by a knoll. I'm gonna drop down to one knee, but it's really just a feint. I'm just gonna chop right into its knee with a booming blade. So I'm gonna swing in his leg and try to kneecap him. Hopefully bring him down to my level.
We coined it Dracon. So it's fine. If that's what it is.
Does Zula?
It's like 22. That's better damage this time. That is 7 plus 7. And that's 14 plus 2. We have 16 damage, and I get 2 temporary HP. 9.
That's what it is. Really? Throw it out.
you. Bring it back.
Anything else for you?
No, that's all.
Melons right now.
Which one of these looks fresher?
What do you mean pressure?
They're all covered in
Just
blood
flag
and
on
pound
them,
people
don't
parts.
drip.
The smaller gnolls have not really been touched.
Okay.
The ones in the lesson are.
I will cast Emperor Palpatine, Witch Bolt
Oh,
on that guy.
That's the name of it now.
That's 26 to hit.
Definitely did.
I don't get to roll defense very often.
We're only level 4 and they're about, I think.
Yeah, you're not quite.
17 points of lightning damage. Ow.
Oh, very nice. Didn't like that. Now it's like tethered onto it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the other one seems to have a really dry
Yeah, he's not
atmosphere
having
around it.
not having a good time over there. But then again, they are kind of ganging up on Fulminus too.
Yeah, they are kicking my ass.
We can see it over there. There's a house.
Yeah.
Fine.
Good.
Something like that.
Yeah, Egypt's really well.
Yes, I do.
And you're obviously gonna survive.
So here you go.
Got that like Hawkeye Avengers pose where I'm like in front of the
Yeah.
thing in a circle.
Honestly, it's range.
Ah, here landing.
This one run away.
Yeah, it's midday. After seeing that, yeah, he started running away.
Let me use my last sorcerer's point. I'm a point spell, Toll of the Dead. These two.
The 2 con saves. Wisdom. First one is
What's it all?
How wide?
This one's still in a cantrip.
Might as well.
11 on the first one, and then a 19 on the second one. Now I'll say you can bitch whichever one's failed. So it's fine. Yeah. Okay. The more injured ones. Yeah.
On
Sit there and puts his claws to its ears as the bells start to ring. Is it for me? Regular gnolls go. This one is
regular.
gone.
We killed one, guys. One of them's dead.
It's been a long way from the dragon.
No, somewhere in this direction.
That way. That's away from the dragon.
Nice.
He's gonna knock on my house. I think he's moved in that direction.
The dragon should be smart enough to look weak and save the people that he considers.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I don't know. If I saw a lot of us, I think we would be just as likely to eat the people as.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Just Fulminus, you can take too long those days.
Yeah, I kind of.
That's a miss.
Yeah, cover.
Natural 19.
Do I have half cover?
It's not actually that bad. It's just you right now.
You said natural 19?
The other window is in the sky somewhere.
That's 10 points piercing damage.
He's super creepy looking.
As an arrow, as you go for the uppercut, just nails you in the side as it goes between its 2 buddies. That one's gonna make a bite melee attack at you also.
I don't look like somebody who's gonna eat somebody, but I look like somebody who would
That's
tell
right.
people to eat somebody.
A natural 7. They missed it twice on you.
Yep.
The other one's gone. He killed the other one. There go. Tawhito!
Oh my god, these guys are all like shit.
We are going to try to split the one that I've been attacking this whole time.
Yep.
And I will go reckless now. That's a hit.
Okay.
It was 18 on the die. So.
That's alright. No, they're not undead. Might be a while before we run back into undead.
No, these will be undead soon.
That's true.
No, they'll just be dead.
I'll revive.
26 points of radiant damage.
Plus 3, like.
Plus 3 lightning. As you come down on this one, like your sword kind of hits its shoulder, and you just kind of cleave him down in half.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Like,
As one prays on it.
it's episode 1 through the door, you know?
Well, that one is gone.
And then I will turn to the one next to it.
But no.
Let's just
Like behind walls.
Oh god.
Don't do that.
Anything else for you?
Please don't lick your eyeballs.
Yeah, don't hit your eyeball. Alright, this one orders make 3 attacks this opponent.
Stop. I'm gonna kill you.
18,
18 misses.
9,
9 misses.
and 23 with the claw.
23 hits.
Or 9 points of slashing.
Ow.
This one that's over in front of you that you were just licking your eyeballs towards and going to make 3 attacks at you.
He's disadvantaged. He's scared.
Does he?
He's scared.
He does have advantage.
Natural 19 on a bite. Natural 18 on one of the claws. And an actual miss on the second claw, because they're all 1 out of 9. Um, 6 points of piercing, so 3, then a con save.
Please.
What a roller coaster of a ride that was over there.
Yes, it was.
I can see it from here. And then 6 points of slashing damage from one of the claw attacks, so 3. And then this one's gonna make 3 attacks at Zula. Natural 20 on the first one for the bite, sure. Natural 1 on one of the claws. And natural 2 on the second one. Okay. So she will stay. 9 points of piercing, she needs con save. Never tasted lightning dragon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't go up very well.
14. That passes, we're good. There goes Preston, and now you're go.
Which one is hit?
This one right here. Yeah, fuck that guy. Of course that guy.
I'm actually going to use Zephyr Strike. To give myself an advantage shot. Natural 20 back at you, friend.
That's fair.
So,
Ouch.
so 6 piercing and 8 force damage
Okay.
plus
Come on, big lightning.
2
lightning.
Right.
And
She
then
clamps onto its arm. Lets out a growl.
I'm gonna run all the way over here
Shoot Bill.
to
I'll go down.
see what's happening on the other side. Since I knew I had the movement this turn. But that's me. I guess I have to use my bonus action to get an attack from Zula, right? Yeah. So she can't do that for this turn. It's a reaction.
Here off from that. You know what? Rare.
Well, no, he just wanted to traffic through those people. He was never claimed that.
It just turns around.
That's the dragon.
It just turns around and does like a pluck at it. You see a little red thing go. There's a fireball image right there. And yeah,
Wonder where the fire came from.
12.
Yeah.
You should be.
That's true. I was thinking Lowell had a torch.
You have our friends.
You get turtle soup recently?
What is the weather like?
First, gonna find this one right here. Well, it's mackerel fireball.
What does he say in Draconian?
You know, here. You were in the moment. All right, Kelvin, Fulminus, you're going now. But he'll continue on. Then after touch that.
How bad is the one beating the shit out of Look?
Well, we'll just spray you.
Like an ugly
I
thing.
mean, it's definitely a lot of wear and tear on him.
That's not good. Alright. I'm really breathing heavy.
All three of the ones that are left have a lot of wear and tear on them.
I'm tripoding with my shit on the ground with one arm up.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, I want you just die already. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing out with another booming blade. Just trying to drive it into his chest this time.
And all, it's like the same.
Probably misses at a 13.
13. It just misses.
Mm-hmm. And if my bonus action, I will go ahead and chug the potion.
Probably.
At least Brian's a free action.
Yeah.
A t-shirt.
Not bad. I get 9 hit points back.
Nice. Anything else for you?
That's me.
Kill
What does
it.
it look like
What?
when you keep it yourself?
I think
With a potion?
Oh yeah.
It looks like golden desperation.
When the other guy comes for hit points, it's like I get a faint like lightning esque aura around me, almost just protecting me from a little more damage.
Are you still holding the witch bowl, or are you gonna? What is it? An action to make it do more damage, but you don't have to really roll anything. It just happens.
Yeah, I want to cast Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
Hits.
Uh, 13 damage. It's more than I could have wished for before.
Yeah. Anything else for it? Hold on, little buddy. What do you get into melee?
What are you doing?
It's spicy.
That's it.
What are you doing?
So here you go.
You'll jump into a dagger.
Angry Raven's there. Actually, we'll do this one.
No, I guess let's go to protect you.
Well,
Misses.
actually, I'll use my one reroll. 20.
Hits.
Now, 11.
Alright.
Oh, peace.
As it starts to go out, you're just like, I don't think it's gonna hit. Oh, retained it. Nailed it. Anything else for you? No. Regular nulls go. Hey, look in there. Fulminus.
That could be better.
I did, didn't last.
Yeah, but
There's literally lightning arcing between the two of us.
it's animal.
It makes sense. I'm the weakened looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So make 2 attacks at you. First bite for a 17
Misses.
weapon attack or cocked for a 22.
It is.
Both those would hit me.
I don't know they still
13 points of slashing damage.
13 points. Mm-hmm.
Still up?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that level's nailed. He's Kristen. That's their go, I guess, because that's all those that are left. Tawhito!
I will move around the one that's left to get in flanking with Azula. Step away.
Stab. Slashy slash.
That is a 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you match all that hits on the team?
Yeah.
Awesome.
17 radiant damage.
On that one.
Yep.
All right. They're all looking super fucked up.
That is it for me.
Big boys go. Their attacks at you, Fulminus.
I'm going to go ahead and amplify Blood Curse Nihilus,
Huh?
taking 4 damage.
Okay.
He's going to get a negative 1 to his attack rolls.
Alright, so the bite one. It's a natural 7.
So
First claw attack. Natural 10. Second claw attack. Natural 4. Yeah. So right here, they continue its attacks on Zula.
It's a disadvantage. Since Azula didn't attack this turn, she takes the dodge action.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because I'd use my bonus.
Well, I think we call it
there.
I'm
So
taking
you
care
get
of
a miss. You miss.
No,
Yes.
I can't say that. It's pretty operating.
There's a 15 hitter.
Proficiency bonus at this level is
I'm here to
2,
protect you.
so no. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
So it's 16 AC.
Okay. Well, all those miss. The one that you're engaged was going to attack you 3 times. You did not reckless.
Right.
So a natural 7 on the bites. A 18 on one claw. So that hits. And a natural 20 on the second claw. The first claw is going to
Oh, it
be
literally says it right.
9 slashing, so 4. And the second claw attack is 13, so 6.
It's time.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So close.
I don't know if you know.
All right, Craps, it's your go.
If it was me, I'd be biting people right now. I'm telling you that right now.
So I'm gonna shoot whichever one of them looks the most hurt.
The big one.
Okay. Dirty 20
Sorry, sir.
for 9 piercing damage. And then I'm
Arrow
gonna
sinks into it.
close the gap. Get right there.
Oh, hey. When did you get here? Oh, fuck.
I guess bonus action will be Azula attacking. She's been attacking this one the whole time, so that's what we're gonna do. Flanking back. That's how that works. Yeah.
Shaking necks.
Yeah, that is. But 5.
Guys, glance onto it.
All this is plus a 0 lightning.
Left fine.
That's all I got. I'm guessing at some point it'll say it's 1.
No, she just rolled it for the other card the version of that letter 5.
Flying in 80.
He's gonna fireball her.
What does he say? What does he say? What does he say?
He fireballed her, I die instantly.
No, John.
Man, I'm just enjoying it.
He's not really speaking at the moment. He is going to launch 2 firebolts this game.
No! He's my kill.
What's he going after?
Full XP to the final blow.
Uh-huh.
He actually misses the first one.
Yeah, I guess on the second one too.
It's funny as shit.
Blood Curse Dallas. Again, I'm down.
Sure. You'll never get me.
You can't kill me. I kill myself.
Please, a reaction to kill myself first.
That's smart. Actually still up though.
Good.
It's on fire now though.
That's good. For what?
Bonus and Kelvin.
It's mine.
Out there.
There's literally like all my touches are flickering at this point. There's nothing left in this. He is.
petered out.
I'm exhausted and bleeding a lot out of everywhere. And in my delirium, I roll a 19 total
Mm-hmm.
for. Well, yeah, that seems about right. 14 damage.
14 damage. And you're just like, you get it like right in the chest, and it's like, you cough blood, it kind of just goes slump on your sword as it falls over.
And then I will gain 1 temporary HP. So my titles will light up just a little bit as the aura forms back around me.
I got it. That would have been glorious.
Yeah, it's me.
Kelvin, you're good.
8 points of lightning damage.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna bite you.
I'll bite back. There, not.
Yes.
Rabbits don't bite.
Okay.
Oh, your bird is biting him. That's fine. Try protecting.
Sure did.
Oh, here we go.
You want the bird back?
We need it over here.
My stack of spell slot goes to bird. I run it. And I'm gonna try to go spook it.
How long is the remain on mine on
This
this?
one.
Oh, you're going down soon.
I think it's a 9. Oh, do a 9. 6.
The
No,
9.
9 or 6.
The 9.
Okay,
The 9.
so
The
it's 15.
15
Okay.
hits.
Second one.
That's
And the 6.
That'll miss. We're all looking really bad though.
This one?
Anything
I'm
else for
really
you?
worse than any of them.
Pretty candy.
Anything else for you?
This guy will not stay up.
Nothing.
It's just a hit.
Knowles go. 2 attacks at Fulminus. You're watching his buddy go down.
I literally tried to peck you with a giant bird and
And you
electrocuted you.
Don't miss.
Tawhito,
What you got?
I am invincible. I am a god.
Hearing the awesome over here, I want to get motivated and bite the one in front of me.
Everyone's going to bite things now.
Mine's time to buy something.
Frog biting.
That is a 25-ish.
That play hits. Feel your D4s.
Struggle. Oh, it's all 4 of those.
Yeah.
Math.
What are the numbers?
17 points of piercing damage.
Shit.
You go as you bite the top part of it off.
And again, you see me rejuvenate as I bite into it.
That's good. Just
hang on to that.
That's good. That's good. I'm just launching. I'm launching ravens.
And then I will move over and. Yep. The teachery to help us do it.
Okay. Anything else?
That is it.
Hold on. After that one watches you bite its friend in half, it's going to turn around and make attacks at you.
That's fine.
21 on the bite.
You're having a good time.
Natural 20 on the claw. And natural 2 on the thick claw.
See, natural 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not 2 natural 20s in a row. Would have been my feeling.
You said I'll.
8 piercing damage on the bite. The 4 and then you con, right?
He just healed with old shit.
16 for
We're
you.
way over here. Now,
Mm.
dragon's gonna take it first turn. Just this big dragon almost gets.
19 on the claw, so
You and your dragon will be friends to all the show. I can beat it.
I can hear him when heal my whole shit back. I just feel most.
Croc, it's your go, buddy.
What if he goes berserk?
Big dragon.
I don't think the dragon's too worried.
Then he gets bitten in half.
All right. So this might require some sort of acrobat. But I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna jump.
My
Badass level 4, but it's still a dragon.
I'm gonna jump up and put use Fulminus' right shoulder to like launch myself.
I died. I'm down.
But as you get touched, there's like a radiant warmth, and I will cast Cure Wounds.
That's just P going down your shoulder.
4, 5 hit points.
I'll take them.
And if I land on the other side, I will use my bonus attack to bite this guy. Just bite. 15?
Now we find him.
That's the hit.
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't get a higher cereal.
4 piercing damage. I rolled all ones of damage. So I used all my stuff, so dodge action for Azula, and we're done.
And,
Does that drop my concentration? I just replace it with
they're saying rest through learning.
thanks. Right.
If you like touch my forehead, does it lose? But I
Spells will typically say is accidentally spell stop.
Sure.
You will get healed for 13.
13?
Yeah.
We're back and bitching, baby. Yeah.
Kelvin and Fulminus.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna wait. The bird's gonna bite.
Hold on. Healing is verbal. So what did the dragon say?
Give it to me, baby.
And he's like, I got you, little man.
Thank you. When the bird goes to bite, I'm actually gonna jump around as well and use my sword to force the knoll into the bird's mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also electrocuted at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah, combat pack throwing off him.
How's we get
It's 54 game, right?
Yeah.
It's the same initiative.
How do we get flank? Do we get flankings?
On a bird?
Okay. Was out of move roughly, and I'm cool with it. We're gonna. I miss. So I don't actually. I just gotta push.
9 and then 3. With 12 damage. That looked real cool. We didn't do much.
Yeah.
It's like, really, you know?
Come on. Let me
I
have
have
a
a problem with
Let me have
1d8,
it,
1d6
man.
of throw one day.
No, it's
Zoya,
Wisdom
so you're
save.
now seeing a dragon for the first time.
Don't care. I'm setting Raven.
Wisdom save the big one is a 18.
Never mind. Is it?
Oh,
It's a jar just go off your back and like the thing. Struck.
no, I'll give you what you want. Make two attacks on you.
Okay.
Bite, but
That's also the first time.
natural 20 on the bite,
Yeah, definitely is.
So the first time.
and a natural 19 on the whip.
That's true.
Really good one for you.
Bunch of new stuff. But very glad for it. I was gonna die.
How much less than the other big ones? 11 piercing damage on the bite. As it clamps down on, bloody tastes good. Spin it with the
Do you need a con save? Or?
I will.
He's got it.
and then now we start back. Alright, welcome back everybody from our break. These guys just got done halfway saving part of a town from a knoll attack that was going on.
The town we saved, the people.
Yeah. I mean, the dragon helped get what was over here out.
That was 4 people. It got 4 people out. There are 15 dead people on the ground.
Anyone know
the rest of this
Does
is
anyone know Spat the Dying?
I can get rid of those bodies in this game.
You guys slide them.
Sure.
Some people are looking a little rough,
No, it's bad.
but yeah, some little things are still on fire.
Doing the hole.
And there's a pink dragon walking around it.
Azula was just looking at it the first time and I was seeing it. The dragon up for it.
Thank you for the healing. I don't mean this to come across as rude. It's gonna sound rude, and I'm sorry. Did you steal our friends? They were a turtle and an elf. real pale looking. The elf's not the turtle. The turtle is green like normal.
I guess.
I'm sorry, I have a head injury.
He's lost and gained a lot of blood.
Mm-hmm.
In a
But that does not mean the question's not important, just because I'm delirious.
To put that differently, we have friends that are possibly missing at the hands of dragons. You have any idea where they could be?
I mean, don't get me wrong, mate. I don't think they're here. I haven't seen any other dragons around. But, I mean, if they were going this way, maybe, but I just arrived here myself.
They were going this way, so why we're here.
Yeah, we came across this town trying to pursue the direction they were heading.
I mean, did you see what took them?
Yeah, we were all asleep.
Well, I've seen a few dragons in my day, and it seems to be the markings of dragons.
While they're discussing this with the dragon, I'm going to start dragging bodies into a pile.
He's gonna eat him.
I'm not going to eat them.
The building's still on fire?
Yeah.
Good.
I will go cast Cold Burst on her buildings with on fire.
Only chew on life.
It was,
Where they're used.
just the phrases over here.
I'm not doing it. I was doing it.
I'll spare the dying as I can on any of the people that are not fully mutilated.
You guys go through and see
This one's fucking bad.
Bring out your dead.
Kelvin gets up and starts walking.
Now we've seen a dead.
he's gonna go up to some of the taller buildings and cast a gust on them to extinguish the
What's
flames.
mean, Joe?
No, that's what that one does. Glad playing dead felt like.
Yeah, and it was like,
He crawled with it.
Smears the ketchup off their chest. So,
I knew the ability to play dead could come in once.
Yeah.
Randy
But
went.
you gotta take time with fires, save what people you can.
I'm not assisting.
Figures.
Just two. I didn't move. I'm still sitting here. I get my eyes off the dragon.
I would stay and talk to dragons.
Well, he's been from building to building. You just gust.
I will help as well with Gust. Let know.
But you guys eventually get the fire put out. The city calms down a little bit.
So, you're not from here then, I'm guessing? Well, the fact that you're not, the person who took our friends, dragons are kind of territorial, right?
I can tell you that I've never seen a pig.
That is true, why are you pink? I'm sorry, that sounds rude.
Hey,
Why are you pink?
Mom, wash my clothes, please.
this sounds really weird,
I'm actually white for
but
white
maybe you should let me talk.
That does sound like a bad idea.
Well,
I don't mean it to be rude, I've met a dragon once or twice, I've never seen a pink one, I'm just very curious.
You know, there's one sway.
Where are you from?
A little bit farther south from here to another smaller village.
why does everyone have to live in villages?
Do you?
I mean, I came from a village, but at least there weren't any buildings.
I mean, it's a lot smaller than this one, so
Okay.
Wait, do you like live in the village proper or like outside it?
that's what my family is.
Your family? Like, wife and kids? What do you mean by family? I'm
Well,
curious.
just my mum.
Oh, okay. Is your mum pink as well?
No, she looks kind of points off like at one of the humans walking by. She's kind of like that, older.
Do you have another form, or is this just? I've seen her talk about me. I've heard what I mean by this. I've heard rumors, unconfirmed, that there are some of your kind that can go back and forth between you and I.
It's like, nope, just me.
Wait, so is she a person or is she a dragon who just looks like
I'm pretty sure she's supposed to. She could be a dragon. Also, no.
I know. That's fair, I guess. I mean, moms have secrets, right?
Sure.
What do you think about this little one?
Kind of like, so he is a huge dragon. Like, he is an adult, so like, he is taller than most of the buildings around here. You do notice that he is pretty careful though, moving throughout the city to not injure any of the structures. None of the villagers seem to be scared of him or anything like that. It's like they almost recognize him too. So,
He's just a way about him.
Do you have a name?
oh yeah, my name is Lucalis.
So what brings you there, Luke Collis?
Hello, little one.
I'm very little. You're very big.
So you protect this village often.
It's getting harder and harder every day. These null attacks are starting to spread out. I do my best I can, but I can't be everywhere.
Do they always seem to come from the same place?
A little bit sprawled out, but I do have a home base that they come from. But it's a ways away from here. They do have a smaller camp set out through the area, though.
Is there any reason why you haven't just paid them a visit?
I am just one person, so a lot versus me.
One dragon.
One person, huh?
Wait, we wouldn't. Wait, listen.
That's if only Ortall was here.
What?
Ortall's bad.
What if we made a deal with you that if we help you take out the gnolls, you help us find our friends?
I mean, sounds good to me. I would love for these mongrels to not be agitating and
Insight check.
I'm in a bonus action. Have Azula whisper something in my ear
Whole lot, like a billion. 1 second.
while he's doing that, and then I'm
20.
being honest.
and then after fake listening to Azula, I'm gonna go up and look at him like,
This might seem a little forward, but Azula has never seen anything from the sky. She's really wondering if maybe take her for a ride. I will warn you, she doesn't like to be too far away from me, so that might also mean that I have to tag along.
How about this? You all want my help. I want your help. How about we just go down to my village? I'll get you a nice free meal, a place to stay. You guys look exhausted, and we can go from there.
So do you seem all above board with my 20 insight check?
I'm actually doing fine, but my friends are
Notice who's not doing fine.
I'm ready for round 2 check.
Big bird in the corner.
I have gaping Bibles on both shoulders and just big gaps on my face. I'm ready right now. Let's just do it. I don't think I can drop my sword right now. It's like
It's only like a 30-minute, well, 30-minute flight, but if you have fast means of going, it shouldn't take too long to get there.
I mean, we're not slow on the ground. We have a come on, Ignis. So let's. If you say one of these before, I'm gonna pull my strider, Ignis.
This is a possibility. Look, I know I can't say that I have is he like gets down like his face to like the bird.
Now, Ignis, play nice. He'll fucking eat you.
And this is like awesome. Okay.
I'll get ready to pop my patch, and I'll be like,
Yeah, they all have birds. I don't have one. Is there a chance that we could see the sky?
As it turns out, it's like it's funny because when I flew over,
That's a good idea that we were coming in.
So,
So,
I don't think so.
yeah, that was someone else.
I should have some checks.
Big Mike Aquarius.
Whoa,
It's like a 9.
Well, I guess you're gonna be riding with one of them, aren't you?
But Azula doesn't have one.
That is true. He's not lying though.
With the as big as you are, can't we all run?
That feels a little.
I didn't want to be too full.
That's a little
I was kind of
imposing.
thinking
No,
that if it's
no.
only a 30-minute flight,
Yeah.
then we would get there faster.
It wouldn't take you very long. It wouldn't be too much of a burden.
And to be honest with
Thanks,
you,
wait, Jack.
the faster we get to your village and get a good meal and a nice nap, the faster we can help you with your.
I'd like to give Zoya my empty health potion bottle.
22.
I'm so angry at him.
I'm actually just trying to see the terrain from the sky because I want to make note of it.
And at this point, I've started taking the dead bodies that the gnolls were using as armor off of them and burying them. Just somewhere close by.
He's like, fine, for expediency, I guess we can fly.
Yeah.
I immediately run up tail.
So he lays down and
Goes
goes
up
flat
on
down so you guys can get up on his back.
I'm taking the horns and
I'm scared of lions and birds and dogs, and now you're like, I want to ride a dragon.
Well, he is pink.
I've never seen a dragon eat a rabbit.
He's also pink, so he's considerably less.
That's why he's not scared of me.
I think that's your
Frog
opposite.
eat a rabbit.
Opposite side.
It's actually what?
That will be
That's a shape change.
Climbing on.
I'll sit on the very tip of the tail.
That's sail.
Don't sit there. That's the worst place to sit, Kelvin. You're gonna hate it. He moves around a lot when he flies.
I mean, he's like a good 70 feet long.
The problem is the end of the tail. He's still.
That's for Kelvin.
I'm trying to let go that though.
Just tie him on there.
Listen,
I'll tell myself.
I'm gonna go. So if that does that, you're just like landing's gonna be a bitch.
I've ridden on a dragon before. You don't want to be there.
You rode a dragon?
Yeah.
I guess you get to walk then.
Why would you I don't want to walk. I'm just saying, you don't ride on the tail. That's the worst place to ride. I was raised in a village with.
I feel like the mouth would be the worst place to ride.
It's much more complicated expect actually. As long as he's not trying to eat.
In the game.
It's not in the game.
I'm up top, but I'm gonna take a small step back. Was there anything visibly of use from any of this dead people or gnolls in this area?
Make a investigation. There's no arrows. Arrows.
As I'm equipping myself to tie myself to his tail, did I ride in your bell? Better promise not to eat me.
I mean,
I feel like that's the best
I
view.
really don't feel like flying with my mouth open.
You can close it all.
I can carry one of my claws.
Oh, that'd be fun. Can I ride there? I've never ridden there before.
Claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can hold 2 people.
I'm gonna hot dog shape.
I need a rock.
I rolled 12.
I mean, let's see, you got one got away, who died. You would find 3 longbows.
I think they'll need the houses that are getting loot.
You'd find some really ragged leather armor, and then a couple of long swords.
I like the idea, but I'm not going to loot the house.
I'm not either. This is a joke.
Well, by now, people are coming in and trying to start repairs and whatnot.
I'm having Zoya help time.
We don't have a use for these weapons, right? I think maybe I should just leave them here for the townspeople.
I mean, it'd be nice. They'd probably prefer the chance to defend themselves.
We'll just gather them all and put them up against the house.
All right, we ready? You're on the horn area.
I'm up top.
Where you riding? I know you're on a claw.
Mm-hmm. I'll tie myself to the tail. What the hell?
You're on the tail. It's like it might be a little rough back there, but you guys think it could be some fun.
So much.
So we are right here, facing, making sure it doesn't fall off.
Just take the door. Might want to tie her too. Might want to tie her also.
She just purred.
Are you Tawhito? Are you gonna ride a bird?
Shoulder blade.
I'll be in front of Zoya.
Okay, so
Classic dad mode.
Got his tongue stuck to the middle of the dragon, so he also kept blown away.
Still riding?
Between the horns. So Azula
Like she's here.
and then I'll have the horns like this.
Like she's like the dog that you're like,
She definitely told me that she wants to see this from the sky.
So he gets up to stands up to on all fours. You guys are now standing about 30, 40 feet in the air. Still the muscles kind of stretch out with the wings as he starts to flap. Dust is getting brought up to the people that are on the tail and whatnot. And as he starts to launch into the air, he'll start to head south, like I said.
I'm taking in the air, taking in with my Outlander stuff, trying to get a good feel for the land.
It's not making a perception check since you're sitting here just taking it all in.
Would south be roughly the direction of Pine Village at this point?
Where are we headed north?
Kelvin, you're looking
No,
at my
I hear
direction.
As you're
I get Outlander advantage.
I mean, you've been in this type of area, so yeah.
Okay. 18.
18? I mean, as you guys are kind of like, you're taking this in because you've never gotten to fly before.
Sure.
This is what your people live for. I don't think.
Lizards do not live to be in the air.
That's
That's what kobolds want.
Only the luckiest would try.
all you hear behind you.
The luckiest and the least lucky in that stage.
I'm having blast. Hands are up.
You can see like the rolling hills. As you guys are heading south, though, familiar to you, you can see. I mean, it's pretty far away, but seems to you would be home. Those jungles that are to the far south. As you guys are flying, it kind of does veer off a little bit, and as you're flying, go over like a lake. You can see a road that's kind of like winding as he's kind of staying on it. And you'll see him looking down every now and then, kind of like if he's looking out for any other knoll, anything like that. Like he seems like he's always on patrol. You do notice that you guys are slowly coming up on a pretty small village. He starts to coast down. He lands like 10, 20 feet outside the village. He kind of like leans down, drops Fulminus gently. You can go and make an acrobatics check as he's going to land with you strapped onto the tail.
Acrobatics
Yeah.
or athletics?
I'm gonna say,
Either one you want.
Oh, acrobatics.
I'm gonna say
That's a 20.
Okay.
my
As you're sitting there swinging, you come back down, you catch the tail perfectly, and you're just attached. You're just like, huh.
All right, 1, 2, 1. If it's athletics,
gonna
18.
kind of lean around and be like, marvelous, simply amazing. I think the rest of my group has forgotten about our friends already. So I will ask again after this is said and done. We have another quest. We really should try to find our friends.
Well, that was my request. We help him, he helps us.
So just keep it in mind that we might need your assistance to get back so we can go quickly.
It's true, but I don't like leaving home unattended too long, just because I don't want them to be attacked while I'm gone.
I get it.
And it's getting closer to nighttime, and well, it can get a lot more dangerous out there with those mongrels out and about.
Hey, Zoya, do you have the ability to send messages to people at long range? That's not what's thinking.
All right. Well,
And the person that can do that, Heath.
Well, I just wanted to see if you could message Van. I didn't need lots of words, but anything from Van would be good.
we can definitely assist you in your problem if we can be expedited back to ours. You understand?
Well, I'd hope he could help us not just be expedited to ours, but to find ours. He's a
I don't know if this is important, but I felt like there was some sort of potent thing in the air that affected us, causing our friends to be missing in the first place. But not sure if that means anything to you at all.
I mean, I know there's something else big out there that working with the gnolls. I'm not personally seeing it myself, but if you come across it, we can deal with it at the time.
I will keep my eye on it. Both with my eyes.
But as you guys all get off of him, he starts kind of like wandering into this village. This village may hold maybe 50 people.
This is my type of place. There's no other dragon anywhere.
Nope.
Just there.
And it's just humans, all you see.
all follow him.
And kind of just wandering in.
Is there any area large enough to house a dragon in this village?
Big front doors and all the houses. That's really weird.
The houses are pretty far apart from each other, so he's got some room to move through here. We'd probably imagine that he probably just sleeps wherever he wants outside. It's just dragging.
He's the town puppy dog.
Pretty much.
One for your out. The big pink dragon.
Pet that dog? I want to pet that dog.
Alright.
So you guys go in?
Let's quickly get food and rest and get going.
Yeah, we'll head to what I'm assuming is probably the
Mom's house.
biggest house, and that's mom and sons are fucking dragons, so I would assume it's a legend.
Actually, all the houses are mostly like one story tall. It does lead you to one that's towards more to the back that's got kind of like a little pond behind it, whatnot. There's trees every now and then. It's just dirt roading, and then you have stone roads out here. There's kids playing, people doing their daily life stuff. As you guys get closer to the back of the back house, he yells out, he's like, "Hey, old lady, I've got friends." And old lady kind of opens the door and comes out. She looks like she's probably in like her 70s. And she kind of like looks at the group. She's like, "Oh God."
I consider reaction.
Yeah. Like, "Oh, and seems that you have brought some friends this time. Colorful bastards they are." He's like, "Yeah, they kind of help me out. Figured I'd give them a meal, and we kind of have some similar interests, so."
Hi. What's this person? What does mom look like? Describe the looks. I need to get immersed.
Alright, so 78 years old. Wrinkly skin. She has like long white hair.
Like sweet grandma or strict grandma?
Sweet grandma.
Okay.
Like he's already referred to her as an old lady.
Yeah.
It seems that he's probably got like that weird mentality of like she's evil, but she's actually probably like really super nice. But
She's got a plate of cookies that she comes with the
yeah, and he's just like, "Oh, well, I'm the guest again."
I like cookies. It's been a while.
She's evil because they're below raisin cookies and she's not good for it.
Love.
Yeah. Joke's on you. Fulminus fucking love grapes, so.
Macadamia nut sauce.
I fucking
I got like
love
a long brown robe on.
Finish.
She kind of invites you all into the house. He's kind of sitting there. He kind of like makes his way around the house to where the window is to the kitchen. He's kind of just sitting there like looking through that way.
Peeking in.
I will say in Draconic, lovely place. Let me see if it warrants a response in there.
She doesn't.
Does she? Can you tell?
She doesn't even. She didn't, like when you say it, she didn't even glance back at you.
It's question to Bruce.
Does her Brian's very well.
Well, then in Dracomin, I'll say
That's
really
Lovely place. Your son Lucalis seems like a great person. He's a great help to us. I would die to him most likely. So
yeah.
you've done a very good job raising him.
He does strive to help out others. That's how we raised him. Well, she kind of looks over and you can see, I guess, like an older chair that it kind of got like a blanket down on it. It looks like it's got an indigent from someone that's had been sitting in it for years.
Yeah.
It does have some dust on it though. And she's like, "Yeah, me and my husband raised him."
Like from an egg or
We were traveling from Tardik one day after going to do some sales. We were on our way back, and we were just with our cart, and we had noticed an egg just randomly sitting out underneath a tree. It was completely misplaced, and we were thrown off. And my husband, being the one of, "Hey, that's interesting, let's go look at it," type of person, we went and checked it out. It was probably like this big. Helped him get on the cart, took it back. I think it was probably a few months down the road. Little pink Lucalis there came out of it. It was a little rough couple of weeks because he was rowdy.
I'm sure.
He's like, "Stop it, old lady, you embarrass me," as he kind of gets up and walks off from her telling the story.
you must have had some fine hunters in this village to keep them
fed.
Do I believe her?
And so Jake,
I've been around many whamlings and
That-
they 100%.
be honest.
They have
How
quite
about a 17?
much.
Let's be honest.
I walk outside.
Let's be honest.
So you
I'll follow Zoya.
Yeah. Let's make it safe.
I'm sorry to bring them bad memories, but what happened to your husband?
We're gonna look all this around.
I'd feed the dragon.
This is about a year and a half ago. And look across the route, doing one of the trade routes again. I've started staying home a lot more, just because of older age.
Of course.
But they were ambushed by one of these null encounters that you've come across now, and McCall's defended the best he could, but they outnumbered him, and he was young at the time. And they were able to injure him enough to where he had to flee, and his grandfather, well, his father, my husband, died in the process.
Sorry for your loss.
It's been real hard on him since then. That's why he's been leaving so often to go check out on these other villages to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. But he's just one person trying to do what he can.
I'm sure.
He takes a lot of the blame, even though he shouldn't. It wasn't his fault.
Again, you mean dragon, right?
He's grown up with mostly humans, so
I heard him refer to himself as a person too. That's an interesting relationship. We have a similar thing back home.
He's
Although we have dragon riders, great warriors that I'm honored to have a symbiotic relationship.
he's never seen anyone else like himself, so he's only ever referred and seen humans normally passing by, so
I've
just
never
what he
seen-
knows.
Never seen him.
yeah, to be frank, neither do I. He's quite unique. He is quite unique, right? I have no idea about it. Oh no, see, I didn't think so.
Risa Azul.
If you want to, yeah.
I don't know if it's one of the colors that was in the thing, but I guess
Or
it's
she
different
she have to be
place
with
that-
the regular colors like blue, black, green.
I know that I have to give her an element, but I don't.
Oh, they don't have to correlate though.
Yeah, I didn't think I had to
It
put
doesn't have to correlate, but I don't know if that means I'm still stuck to.
Basics.
So you two leave. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, I can determine any cosmetic characters. So yeah,
I don't like it here.
I'm gonna summon a pink as
What kind of food is she serving
It
to
would be
us?
better if I
It seems like some type of stew that she's got.
built a little
the
area for us to replace.
I will wait patiently for a bowl. I'm very hungry from trying to heal my fucking wounds.
In their like backyard area, I cast the mold to earth. And so there's like a little earth igloo towards the way we have to look at the time. Throw it down. We'll have one small door area.
You guys that are out there,
You gotta be under 4 feet tall.
you feel the realm.
It's all wrong.
As the calls is approaching you. Like, oh, so I knew you could do magic. I knew I was seeing someone lobbing out some stuff. He's like, what did you learn your magic? As he gets like really low to the ground and is staring at you, Kelvin.
Because I up against the hole.
You know, he made it for her to go in. I think you're still outside of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just talking.
I was given my magical abilities.
I come up behind you. It's like really interesting for again. You get another 5.
Did I not say? They don't like me talking about it.
That's one
That's-
8 plus 4 by
That's determined not to-
The bulk stuff. We just met you.
That's bad. I
And
mean,
crazy.
I did just meet you guys, and I mean, I did give you a ride here, and I
You
didn't want to.
evaporated.
Hmm?
You evaporated the thing.
That was not.
Incinerated. I mean,
I agree.
but listening to a story kind of makes sense that they would evaporate all the those.
That's fair. I guess. Maybe. Hey, I think you're awesome. So I'm just not on that level yet.
Well, he's way up here.
Well, he got down.
It doesn't matter.
I think head level is so crazy.
He can set his whole brain on this ground and his eyes are still.
It's taller than me.
Excuse me, ma'am. I know these attacks have happened.
And she's sitting there staring.
Have you all ever considered moving everyone to one location, making it easier for him to defend?
You can be sigh. That just makes the town bigger.
As much as I would love that, home is still home, and I mean we've had a good life here. The attacks have only gotten really worse since that weird purple beam went into the sky a few weeks ago.
The one with the storm.
I don't know, storm. We just saw the sky light up purple, and then the null
So
effects
it's like-
started happening a lot more frequently.
That was the Anubians. I would assume. We would. Did it come from? I don't know what the orientation would be in my head, but roughly where the wars were. I asked her that.
The desert area?
Yeah.
Northwest?
So did it come from roughly where the desert was?
I guess so. I mean, it seemed like it went from everywhere.
All right, that makes sense.
It's gone now. That's the one you're talking about.
Well, so when it happened then, it went in the sky and it was just one big flash. That was all that happened. What happened in the desert, sky-wise, that just was just like contained in the it was contained in the desert. So she never saw that.
This could have been when the Book of the Dead was finished, though. It had some real negative effects. Yeah,
It's like
It's probably would be. We've been a long way. We've been to quite a lot here.
Your mouth's been doing some things today.
It's fun. I don't think she's gonna care too much about the Book of the Dead.
I mean,
You don't seem like much of a sorcerer, so I think we're all right.
She's like, oh, I have nothing to do with this. I just make really good
I don't know.
Oh,
It's-
size. It does look quite enchanting.
It smells really nice too. It's been a while since you guys have had some like
Yeah.
at home cooking. As you guys are sitting out there, a little girl kind of approaches him. She's like, "You're back," and he's like, "Oh, hello, little Lily. What are you doing?" And she kind of like runs up and hugs his like face, I guess. And he kind of like lifts her up and puts her on his head and kind of wanders off into the middle of the village. And
Like giving everybody a ride.
that he knows.
You don't really know someone till you've
I
run
think
5
I'll
of
get
them.
Wow. Yeah, just 23. Fucking
Turns around. Bitch.
fireball.
Turns your igloo into a brick oven.
But it's just you guys. Well, the ones that are in the house, it's just you, and then you two now by yourself.
I would love to talk to them all. Just, walk and finish up dinner and everything else. Just kind of get a feel for her experience raising a dragon. And just kind of like,
As you guys look at the house, outside of the chair that's just obviously not been touched since her husband died, there's like a dining table, there's a couch, there's a couple of bedrooms, one that seems like it's not been used in a long time, and then there's obviously the one that she probably uses herself. The kitchen's probably the size of this room. You do notice that in like her bedroom area in the corner are just like the pieces of his egg that he came out of. I like to just hold on to him because that was what they first saw him come out of. So yeah, she'll explain to like how much a handful he was, especially when he got into like his teens, and then he wanted to start exploring out farther and farther the bigger he got. And
I'll have Azula like get up on her shoulder and it's kind of like,
As
you
you
can tell, I kind of have a similar adventure going on myself. She doesn't eat as much as yours probably did.
Guess
No,
not.
no,
The
no,
next
no.
village.
he goes up and gets his own food, but because he's a big boy, so. But she's sitting there, she's like, I gives Zula some scraps. She's like, but if you take care of them and nurture them, I know from history, dragons, some of them can seem like they're just bent on evil, but I think if they're just shown good and grown up that way, they can be whatever they want to be.
Azula will say,
You're right.
that sounds nice, mate.
We
Learning to come.
I'm assuming I'm assuming from the surroundings. Truly does take a village to know that.
Yes, that is a speaks in an Australian accent.
There's nothing here that that dragon or those Lucals would not do for anyone here.
That's right.
But the same goes for all of us here. There's nothing that we wouldn't do for him.
You know, I don't mean to be rude, but we do have a long day tomorrow.
Third time you've said that.
Well, sometimes things come across as rude.
Well, it is getting close to the nighttime now.
A very early day tomorrow with us having probably a sizable flight.
I can. Do we need watches tonight? I feel like maybe that's not necessary.
I think we'll be all
But
right.
with all the attacks, maybe.
We can, either way, which let's
I could stay up for the first one.
I'll do second.
What?
I'll do second.
Sure.
So you guys enjoy having a nice dinner. Get some laughs. She tells some funny stories about him and things he's gotten into, and you sit there and scoffs at her and calls her old bag and whatnot. And eventually, I guess you'll want to rest. They do have like a vacant house that is just not being used that they've offered for you guys to stay in if you want to. So you have your own privacy.
And we went south when he flew us?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just gonna find the northernmost house and be on the roof with me.
Okay.
I'll look out.
I'll go sleep in the house for right now.
I'll ask Zoya if she wants to sleep in the house in the third igloo, or
Yeah,
or exit the town and sleep outside of the town.
Sleeping.
She's a female.
I'll sleep outside the door.
Mccollum seems like he's in the center of town. They have a pretty big bonfire up there. He's kind of just sitting there with his arms crossed, kind of perusing the horizon.
I'm just gonna have just small conversations with Azor.
This is what you have to look forward to. Maybe one day.
Lots of fun.
The way that your ears kind of did this, it was it's gonna be interesting.
I guess it's just me and Tawhito in the house that have Tawhito made his thing. So we're living large right now in our little 2-person apartment.
So where are you at? You said you did first one, right?
Yeah, up on I want to be on the roof, just like centralized as much as possible. I just want to get as high of an aerial view of everything.
Make sure to check with you. I will too.
18.
I'm kind of like looking out. Kind of like a full moon night. It's pretty peaceful out where this village is looking. You can see why they really don't mind where they live. The moon reflecting off the pond right there behind his mother's house, and he kind of sits there, and as you're sitting on the house, kind of like gets up and walks and sits down like next to the house that you're at. He's like, "So, you can summon a dragon, can you?"
Yeah, I don't really know why. I do know that my people have a relationship with dragons, but it was more like a dream. And that dream almost like haunted me in effect. But I had this, and I'll show him the tendency and we'll go back in attention. Yeah, it's tied to whatever markings showed up on my arm afterwards. Has to mean something more than this, but we've been really busy and I haven't had that much time to figure out how it works yet.
I mean, look young, still got a ways to go.
Yeah, it's a long journey, hopefully.
He's like, he sits there and he kind of like, it's kind of like a firebolt, and kind of like does. He's like, I'm still learning how I even attain doing these things from all these raids and whatnot. And to kind of take the interesting things that I like and bring them back. I found a lot of books, learned some, I guess what you call spells that you see me use.
Yeah, it's funny. I just recently actually thought about making people feel better, and I think I did that for the first time today. I touched my friend. It seemed like he was about to give up. And he just kind of touched his shoulder and thought correctly. And I felt some sort of energy transference or life transference from that. So I think I'm starting to understand that spells can pass through me in some manner too. I didn't start until after. I said, well, maybe they're correlated. I don't. But, it's weird. I've had some training. This feels like something else.
And he's like, well, I do appreciate you all helping me out in the town. I did arrive a little late, a little farther of the flight than I thought it was going to be. I wish there was more I could offer you all, but I don't keep too much valuable because it doesn't do me anything.
Honestly, you're kind of teaching me a little something without even trying. Where I come from, we teach people to be strong, teach people to be warriors. And those that do not learn fast enough, those are usually the casualties.
Mm-hmm.
We've been taught not to go out of our way to help people that cannot help themselves, and the strongest will survive. That's just how I've been learned. But my friends seem to have a different philosophy. I haven't quite gotten there yet.
And that's how the old lady and the old man raised me. If you can help somebody, why not? What's going to hurt?
We were taught by the elder Darvin that you have to grow strong, protect yourself and your family.
All life deserves a chance.
Maybe you got something there.
He's like, hey, go find a fly.
Fuck yes.
So like,
Oh,
he kind of like leans back to the house, kind of hop on the shoulders, and he just launches up in the sky. But instead of flying out anywhere, he's just going straight up. And you guys kind of like, you finally like reach the clouds. Yeah.
Yeah, just then you're there open.
You guys like kind of break the clouds, and from this point you can see miles.
Oh, I have a map in my head now.
Yeah. As he's kind of sitting there, like stationary, just kind of sitting there flapping his wings. He's like, "This is where I go a lot to think. Nothing can bother you up here."
what do you think about that storm in the distance?
You point towards the Minotaur desert area. It's like it has been odd. Not known many deserts that have storms in them, but ever since that weird purple beam happened, things have gotten crazy around here.
Yeah, we just came from that way. We had to ward off a great evil. Saved a tribe of people, a whole race. Not many of us like to talk about it, though, it seems.
And as you guys are sitting there, it kind of like starts flying. A whole new world starts flying.
Flying carpet, baby.
Do you trust?
Absolutely.
We're so high up, he has to. If anyone wanted to get one shot, this is the time.
So we take care of your normal problem. I don't know, are you assisting us with this, or are we going in the morning by ourselves?
Well, I mean, most are probably going to have to scout a little bit. They do have encampments all around here. Hopefully, if your friends were taken by them, maybe they're one of the encampments, they'll be extremely helpful for us, though, and a lot easier. But if not, then, I mean, getting rid of the encampments in general would just be helpful to us in any ways.
One of them is a huge turtle, so if you're scouting out, one of them's a huge turtle, probably looking up,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is guaranteed to be talking to someone.
Or the turtle that's just looking up. You do notice that as he kind of he breaks the clouds, and you guys are now below the cloud line. He points down to what you could see would probably be a pretty decently sized city. You can see a river flowing from it. He points down that. He's like, "No, that right there is where the Knolls first took over a city and made it their home base. It's a mining city."
Which direction from?
Mines.
Which direction from the city we're at?
It's gotta be glorious.
It'll be to the northeast. Where you guys are right now.
Not behind.
I'm asking what they call the village that they're at.
That's Tardik.
Tardik.
Lions.
Okay, it's through. Okay, makes sense.
He's like, hopefully, they're not there. If they're there, then they're probably not alive anymore. And as he like kind of like flies back, and you guys finally make it back down to the village. He's like, oh, good God! As dragon lands next to the village as he wakes you up by accident.
And that signals my course.
I'll make it.
Sweet Jesus.
Solitarity.
Sweet. Fuck. What?
I will get up. I'll go check on Zoya. Zoya's still sleeping.
I'm gonna go.
She's starfish.
Notice I am more black. No.
Your
I will
your watch, friend.
take off my jacket.
Thanks.
Put it on Zoya as a blanket.
Now red.
I definitely wait for them to come outside before I jump on the dragon.
And then I will leave the little dirt hut.
Mm-hmm.
And
As you come out, you see Lucas landed and Qrux on top of him.
see me rocking no jacket, just a completely white silk shirt. Where anything that was showing is like a dirty brown, but everything else is like a pure pristine white.
You two should probably get some sleep. We got a long day tomorrow. I'll take over from here.
Yeah, this is about the latest I've stayed up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Are you staying up with me or are you going
Yep.
to sleep?
Yep.
why are you so clean?
Why are you so
Why?
dirty?
Naturally, it happens, but clean doesn't naturally happen.
That's like Kelvin.
I can
It's
make
pretty
things clean.
natural,
I can
yeah.
also make things dirty.
Just
Sometimes it's nice to look clean, but other times you don't want to look clean because that'll attract a little too much attention.
I don't like clean because the people look at you intriguingly. I'd rather just mix it with the tray.
That's why I show off the dirty.
All right. We do have something in common. We'll just go in.
Lucas kind of goes up to.
Thank you, Lucas.
Lucas goes over to his mother house and he kind of like curls around it. So like that's just where he sleeps.
While I'm taking watch, I'm going to go ahead and take off the top half of my leather armor and start wrapping bandages around where I have still very many wounds. And make sure they're nice and tight and compacted. I'll take chunks of moss, is essentially not adhesive, the more intense bandage. Are the worst ones, it's just bites, and I'll pack those in.
It's not too hard to find, especially with the pond right there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about it. I'll get the cleanest side of the moss, and the moss around the edge of the mud. It's done because infection. I'll pack it in wrap. So,
How you feeling?
I felt better. Don't you ever jump in like that again. You will not be hurt from me. You hear me?
Respect you.
That's not all right. I told you I'd watch your back. That's not how you do it.
You try and stop me.
You are my friend. You're not coming close.
I am very up close. Did you not see me do very well today?
Terrified of me. I was
As I have just a claw mark.
You're so much better farther away. And I know you can watch my back. I know you're capable. But if something happened to you because I was getting hurt and you never got to see Hopper again, I couldn't forgive myself.
Well, they were hurting you. I wasn't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, but that's kind of just how things happen. And it's like, just fucking rips. Now that my top half's off, scars everywhere. It's kind of standard. But it's alright. That's what we do.
Well, yeah, we all have to get our scars.
You know how I got these.
Just don't do anything that's going to kill you just because of me, alright? We're both going to make it out of here, but part of that means I can't always save you in those situations.
Sure,
If it comes down to it,
I'll do that. Yeah, sure.
don't believe you. Don't believe you. It makes it so hard because you're such a good friend.
He's drunk.
I'm in a lot of I'm having a real rough time.
Lost.
I'm in a lot of.
Yeah, you had a rough day.
I did.
I did.
I spent a lot of time at very low levels.
Like 2 turns.
Well, he's about like 5 attacks at one point.
Yeah.
And it made it even worse because I was going to roll myself to 1 hit point. Not the, I mean,
And I'm sure he's the only one that knows that I need them.
yeah. All I know is I'm not dead right now. I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah, Blue Claw still G2.
That's true. It is. It's very nice.
You'll learn some things.
But
You're also pretty good from a distance.
I'm much better up close, though. I'll get a little lot better when I get shot at.
Well, maybe you start from a distance and let things come to you.
I'll give it a shot. From a distance. But this is, so my power is on the part of the sword, which I was still has the insignia glowing on it from the thing. I gotta figure out what this means as well. It hasn't changed at all, but this is here for some reason. I don't know why. But Van had no idea. I have no idea. Nothing feels any different.
Does it make any sort of sense to me?
What does the symbol look like that formed?
It's kind of like a squiggle.
Squiggle. Oh, you got a squiggle. Doesn't make any
You're very early into whatever is happening.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
Okay.
But your dagger also has marking on it too.
Oh, I got a wiggle. That wiggle looks familiar.
Yours is on the actual blade though.
Hand you my dagger.
Touch together.
If you use
Yeah, I'm glad you're on my team. What's
We make a good team.
we're going to be really careful tomorrow. It's going to be a long day and it's not going to be an easy fight. Anything.
These people are pretty nice most of the time.
Yeah, I found it's very rare that you find truly bad people. You find selfish people, you find.
Oh, they're all selfish
Oh,
people.
yeah. There's a limit to how selfish anyone can be. Mccollum that you got to figure out what he's doing. That's pretty selfless. I know he's a reason, and it's a selfish reason because his dad died. But he's still doing a really good thing because of a tragic thing that happened to him. And it's very commendable. He's frankly he's a better person than we've been so far. Or we've been helpful. We're doing it for our own reasons. He's just doing it.
Well, we're trying to save our friends.
Of course.
I feel like that's not selfish.
No, it's not selfish. It's not quite as noble.
It's not as noble? I think it's just as noble, if not more noble.
Phone me awake, but I refuse to come out.
Zoya, darling, you're right in there?
like those barn owls pull it back to them
I'm going to reach into my bag.
and throw a bomb.
Can they see? And I'm going to take out the fork from my mess kit, and I'm going to chuck it down the igloo hole towards Zoya like a log. There you go, Zoya. You hold that for me?
Where are you guys going?
We're outside Zoya's hut.
Yeah, built to it.
But I think it's next to, usually next to Colossus' mom's house.
I'm sorry today's not easy on you.
I probably would have sat on the up against the wall outside the mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys notice that I
Yeah, we could actually keep watch.
You're not that far from his face where he's sleeping because he's crawled around the house.
you guys
No one gets towards Mama's house.
14 in perception for me.
For perception,
10.
and it's pretty quiet out.
you guys would easily notice that I fell asleep with my head forward and the chain that I keep around my neck is in my hands. The emerald ring is in my hands and I fall asleep like beans.
Alright, I guess I'll go, I'll go and knock on the house, the third watch, and it comes time. Jojo! Trade skis!
Okay.
I'm gonna go
He takes the plug in.
next to the wall.
He's got a full size blanket. Only pulls it comes all the way off of him on the other side.
I'll proceed to walk onto the roof of the house we're staying in. And take watch up there.
Yep. And you get a very good view from up here. See most of the surroundings. Staying in your igloo. I'm gonna go ahead and make a perception check.
I don't see anything. I'm preoccupied.
What you looking at? What are you preoccupied with?
While I'm up there, I will take out a bag that's in my stuff and start pulling out some random things in there, going through them, a couple of papers, some random trinkets, handful of skulls. I'm more preoccupied with those than I am keeping watch.
So while you're sitting here and you're preoccupying yourself, you do get a message in your mind. Sounds familiar to the elf you had talked to in the Sunder Eye. She comes through. She's like, I think this is the frogman that I talked to with the weird collar. Just to give you a little heads up on some research that I've done. I have learned who created those collars. Now, messages. Oh, the message comes through.
Shit, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we were disconnected.
It would seem that the original collars were created by Tawhito-Joe. And it would seem in the last few recent years that his wife, Qrux-Jon, has picked up redoing what he did. And then now the only thing that I can tell you about her is that she has long silver hair with blue tips, and she travels throughout the continent a lot. But that's all I can get. Hopefully that's helpful information. If I find out any more, I'll message you.
Shape of water, baby.
Thank you. You've already been more helpful than most. Unfortunately,
That's one. That's
our travels take us to unknown locations. No idea whether we'll ever come across anyone in that world.
Yeah.
But I will continue to
Keep talking.
keep talking for probably 20 or 30 more words.
I don't know how magic works.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That shit you.
But get that little bit of information in the middle of your watch.
Since nobody else is awake with me, it doesn't matter what else I say.
Yep.
Those other 30 words.
I'm just.
It's just fuck 30 times.
Balls.
Zoya's fondling her balls. Good to know.
Sun starts to rise. Morning rooster goes out.
I eat it.
We call it fireball.
It is alive.
We call it fireball.
Jesus Christ.
If everyone in our party with their ranged attack hits it simultaneously,
I just
Normal of the
the fully cooked, fully arrowed chicken, it's edible.
I jump off the roof and eat it.
oh god.
Bite first.
Early in the day, I found full calls. Prestidigitation. Those people have you seen this? It looks a lot like me.
You said what we call us? Sure has it. After lunch.
Are you aware of any?
No, it's too early in the morning.
Alright. He's like, I haven't had my coffee yet.
His grandmother comes outside. They seem like he's walking with her like a little bit south of the town. There seems to be like a lot of trees down that way. It just seems like he's like essentially, I guess, escorting her wherever she leaves. Lily kind of runs out. He stops, picks her up, puts her on his back, and they kind of like go a little bit ways out of the city or town, village, whatever. Place where people live.
You know, Kelvin, this wouldn't be too terrible of a place to retire one day. Is my dad's opinion.
It's pretty nice, but I prefer a little bit more trees and a little bit more rain.
I like that as well. Who knows? Maybe vacation. Ooh, vacation time would be nice. Maybe we can chip in one day. We also want to hang out after we get back home to see our regular families.
Yeah, I want
We
to meet.
can-
I want to meet your family.
Yeah, I hope you can meet them one day. I'd love to take you back. I'd love to let you explore where I grew up and what I call around. I'm excited to meet Harper. I think he's a really, really cool guy.
I hope you get to meet him.
As you guys sitting here talking and getting your stuff all gathered and waking up, they eventually make it back. They look pretty freaking early in the morning. She's got like a big basket of apples that she's carrying. Seems like they just want to take some of those. She tells you all that she's gonna make some breakfast for you all, and sure there's some things that he probably wants to discuss with you all. We've already had a talk, and well,
Well, our friend
can't really stop him, so.
currently be very stewed, so if you can hurry up with that breakfast.
Does anyone have extra dagger on them, out of curiosity? I don't have one. I would like one.
Yes. I hand you an extra dagger.
I'm just gonna go ahead and have that strap it with an inner thigh dagger, so I said kissing her case my away from me.
Press them. 2 daggers.
So today,
One's the short sword. 2 hit defensive.
2 short sword.
That does a D4 damage.
Brooks,
Yes, sir.
you will actually receive a message in your head from Vanavar. You can do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, need it.
No.
It's the third level spell.
Yeah.
Well, he has message, which is 120 feet.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I lied.
Oh, it's 120 or 150. It's not.
He leveled without us.
It's been killing a bunch of gnolls.
Yeah.
Every gnoll he finds.
Never know the plans. Sam, can Ortall?
No.
No way.
Uh-uh.
Sucks to suck.
Uh-huh.
Well. But you guys have your breakfast. You kind of meet in the center of the village. Frost kind of sitting there. He's like, all right, so I want to kill mongrels. You want to find your friends. This all works out for both parties. When they were taken, where were you all?
We were in a ditch.
We were where the
Oh, no.
we were the crossroads
Did you
between
draw an exact map?
Hillford
Yeah,
and
you draw an
village.
exact map.
We could draw an exact map.
We were at the crossroads of Hillford and Pine Village.
About 3/4 of the day, 3/4 of the day's ride south of where you met us.
You draw on the map to show him?
Right now? No.
No.
But yeah. It's fine.
And he kind of looking at it, but he's like, well, I don't want to go on a wild goose chase, but if we're lucky and they went in the direction you said, there might be one of the encampments there that we could check out. Now, this is not going to be easy, because these are like they're resting and hoarding places, so quite a few numbers. Yeah, plan that you all normally do. I kind of just wing it because I have to. So
Do you mean like a plan to fight?
yeah,
I mean, we have a pretty easy group.
I mean, you look pretty worse for wear yesterday.
Yeah, it didn't go quite what I intended, but that happens when you get all overwhelmed.
He's like, all right, well, he's like, yeah, well, I mean, I want to see some things. And it takes you guys probably like 60, 70 feet out from the village. He's like, show me what you can do.
Most of my abilities are I'm not going to make my life a lot harder to use later on, but I'll give my best shot. I'll go
Well, I
ahead.
know that what I'm going in with, that you can back yourself up, so
Well, you saw what I did yesterday. I only have one spell, so I'm not going to use it right now. But I will go ahead and take 2 damage. And
That apple pie hill.
my
His wrist a little bit.
all my tattoos will immediately blazing up, and I'll wince as they do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go. This is my first trick, of course, and then. Do you want me to attack you? What do you want me to
Go
do?
for it. I want to see what you can do.
I'm gonna.
He kind of stands up like he is now, like on 2 legs. He's
All right. I'm gonna close the gap, and
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna flash and aim for like his Achilles tendon, and moving blade it.
You can attack roll on.
23.
It's a
Then this. What hex though? Doesn't waste that right now. It does 13 damage.
Okay. You kind of hit him. He's like, "Oh, that was not spicy. I kind of like that. It was interesting."
I could have made it hit a little harder, but I don't really want to waste the spell right now. I think you don't want me to either. I'm going
No.
to save our supplies.
Who's next? What else you guys got to show me? What about you?
I will summon a bird.
You saw a bird?
Yep. Have you haven't seen that?
I already know you all can do that.
Show blasts.
I'll do while still holding my sword so I don't lose my zappy, you know.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
We just beat the shit out of him, so when we're fighting, he's the one who's dead.
Come on, I know you got something spicy in there.
I guess I'll use blast.
What's funny,
I don't want to use a spell.
that's the best damage roll I rolled all sessions. Was against him.
Also a 23 man.
Alright, so Ezreal just blast flies at him. You actually see the beam fly at him, and he kind of catches it. And reverts it back into his other hand, and lobs it back at you.
That's rude.
Or
Ain't
a
no reversion?
21 to hit you.
It's the first things.
He hits you. He only hits you for 1
Can I summon my bird in front of him?
in front of him. How does it? Yeah.
I'll summon my bird in front of him.
He's like, oh yeah, I can kind of like, I don't know how I do it, but if anything's not very high cast at me, I can kind of take it myself and throw it back at the target.
That's really wicked. Well,
Why the fuck is there a knoll alive on the fucking...
on the planet, honestly. You're kind of. Also, gnolls don't really do magic, I guess, so I guess that is not used so that often. We didn't see any use magic, at least. Do gnolls use magic very often? Yeah, I think so.
Go kill them.
I would honestly say from the test
Give her the
there's no
like
way you should spell staying alive.
But I did.
Yeah. But I've seen what you can do, and that makes me think even more that this should not be an issue. All of them should be dead.
But not.
I agree.
Well, it's.
But I do.
Death by 1,000 cuts is quite deadly.
But I do know that he doesn't.
Arrows
venture
hurt, there's a lot shot at you.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to venture too far away. He's protecting the town.
But there's how many roughly are in these larger encampments, like the main one? What would you estimate?
The main one, the
Yes.
least like product,
Yeah,
that's probably got like at least like 60 to 70.
that's a lot of arrows. It's a lot of bites. It's a lot of stabs.
I know that they've got a big one in there too,
Yeah, we
like the leader.
saw it from the sky. It's pretty big.
Like these guys have taken over a pretty big city.
That's probably why they're not all gone. How do you take out a group that large by yourself? We should. There's not one of us. There's multiple of us.
What about you, little one? What do you do?
So, dragons.
Yeah, but he's just one dragon.
Alright,
That's
stop
a lot.
sulking. We ain't got time for this.
Big dragon.
You'd be surprised.
She stole by itself.
You'd be quite surprised how little it takes to kill someone when they're being overwhelmed.
We also have to remember he thinks like a kind-hearted human.
I'm not here.
We will teach you to go for the jugular.
You know, it's not saying he uses breath. We don't know if he can use his breath or not. He may not have access to a breath. As far as we
You
go.
did that to your.
As far as we know, he can't breathe an element. We've not seen it yet. He may have nothing
So
else.
is that what you want to say?
I mean, I don't think you should waste it unless
No.
you can get it back. But I'd really not hit me with it. They'll probably just kill me outright.
Try to get it back every 6 seconds.
I mean, it's pretty impressive, I have to say.
Breathes in again.
You do just.
I might get
point
this
this way.
work.
It won't hurt you.
What?
More of a incapacitate you.
How so? Is in sleep?
He's like, yeah, sure, and he
Give you a best
breathes,
shot.
he breathes at you and you make that con save.
Is it for magical sleep?
It's not sleep at all.
Oh, what's this? No, I don't.
No, he just fucking stunned your ass.
Oh, I fail.
Yeah.
Fire.
As he does this, bubbles shoot out of his mouth towards your direction. As one hits you, you kind of get caught in it,
Mhm.
and you are restrained, and you're kind of sitting there floating up. You can't move, can't do nothing.
This is cool.
I pull my bow out and shoot the bow.
Attack roll at it.
21.
And it pops and you fall to the ground.
Cool. Neat. Not very damaging.
I think it kind of goes without saying what I can do. I just shoot things from low. And I have a
You
pretty-
let things float all the way up into the air.
Assuming none of the rest of them shoot it, pop them off.
No, it matters. But
Everything
everything's a
breaks
walk
their
on
leg.
water.
Pretty cool.
It is.
Me too.
True.
Son of the bird.
The pond right there.
I walk on it.
Son of the bird.
He just sitting there and he's like, he's like putting his claw through the water, like, how?
We all have our little bit of
But can you do it without the blade?
No.
Why would he need to? He's got the
I've got the bird.
I summon my bird, and it falls into the water until it hits me, and then it just goes in, and then I dismiss it. And then I'm on the water.
No,
Uh,
you're holding the bird.
I'm holding the bird up.
My bird can walk on lava, which is not very helpful because he didn't see lava.
He's like, I'm doing what you can do. I see
Oh,
what you do.
I can read it's hard. I know what it says.
A few other tricks too.
How'd you know you're just walking water?
I just assumed. We
Yeah,
talked. We talked.
That's what it tells.
Learned things over the past week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll walk up beside his house.
Also nice.
Oh,
But to be fair, he also attacked me once, but he doesn't remember.
Yeah, though, isn't really. It's just a little bite, you know? We all get a little hungry sometimes.
Oh, he hit me with his weapon.
I sense that bite. If it had been a bite, it would have been understandable. He could have just been hangry.
I remember as a kid.
Thumbtack to the
I-
face.
I do know that there was a ringing in my ear for
You-
like 2 days.
You bludgeoned him?
I don't recall.
I recall.
It's like that one
19
game
now.
it's like I did not have sexual relations with that woman kind of I do not recall. Like legitimately I recall.
No, I blacked out.
What else you
And
want?
that's what he said. King William Flint, I think his name was. He
he's kind of sitting there. You see him. He's just lobbing off Eldritch
Never
Blast.
heard of that.
He's so cool. He hits a tree. He's like,
this is big news.
You have friends on him every minute.
He's gonna be so mad at you. He's gonna be so
"Are safe
sad.
for that?"
Huh?
There is.
Oh, I just have advantage on charisma check.
When it ends, he gets pissed.
Oh, is he immune after the first save? Or is it?
No, it just makes them hostile when the first time it's not just it's not give you an option of how to react. You are automatically
become
a
a
hostile. It's the worst possible effect.
Yeah.
They said no, that no one
It's a
understands.
big dragon.
Don't do this to me.
Picture might see
Somewhere else.
Please don't do that. I don't want to back you up this time.
Would you say you're prone to violence? Because you are.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's not.
I've gotten angry a couple of times.
He's gonna hammer you into the ground like the little whack-a-mole.
He's like, I can't do this, and he's like, I'm in your head, as he sends a message to you.
That's it's a little invasive.
Cool.
What's cool?
Nobody else heard it.
What's cool?
He's in my head.
No. It's right there, actually.
I'm starting to learn not to ask too many questions.
I don't think he is. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that would hurt.
That would
Kinda
be a lot. It would be a lot of him putting your head all at once. He's like really big and moss.
That's so weird because you were in his head yesterday.
No, he wouldn't let him. He wouldn't put him in his mouth.
I think he tried to fit, and then they put him.
He's like, yeah, I can do this messaging thing. I normally do it to vendors ahead of time to see if they have anything in stock that I'm interested in. So
How well do you know that?
Before the Lord's dragon just walked out in front of him. Yeah, that makes sense.
How well do you know someone to message them?
I mean, gonna have to see them.
Hey, you need ability to show him what man or Ortall looks like.
I'm pretty sure.
Or tall.
Yeah, I'll probably say. He's like, wait, friends with a turtle?
Yeah, you know what?
So big. I've never seen one.
You have now.
Wait, now is he like big turtle or is he like big?
He's pretty big.
It's like the size of you, turtle.
No.
Big turtle. To me, everybody that big is the same size. Y'all,
It's like how everyone bigger than like a 5-year-old is like 70 feet. That's
Like Chihuahua looking up at you is like,
Mhm.
No, everyone looks tiny to a chihuahua. That's why they attack everyone.
what's that fuck you energy?
I'm huge.
he's like, okay, well, what should I say?
Hey,
Hello?
you okay?
Where are you?
That's where are you? What took you?
Deep breaths.
Really good questions.
I'm just an invasive voice talking to you.
So you know what?
Me.
He likes invasive
He
voices.
won't mind. He'll never
He's
know.
pretty cool. He's
I tell him that I'm a sea boss.
I mean he's cool to hang either way. He's
I kind of like keeping it a secret.
he's a smooth operator.
Pretty sure.
He fucks bitches.
What?
Tell him you're a secret admirer.
He uses breath on you.
I just like to float away.
Tell him you're a secret admirer.
You're restrained in there.
But there's a disadvantage though, I think. I can still attack, it's true. You're pretty confident I hit the bubble all around you.
Okay, so
He keeps blowing the bubbles and it keeps.
Yeah, that's fine for a second.
Birds get
Tell him threes were coming.
he gets quiet. Alright, that's in.
Do you not respond?
You gotta get a second.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know this.
Take a bit of sleep. It's
He's
busy.
very
He's
slow.
probably having to ask Van where he is.
It's also Ortall, so
We should have probably asked him.
Although Van's probably told him 100 times where they are already.
Ortall's probably like,
it's also Ortall. His 25 words are probably
duh.
really.
Alright, well, he says that he doesn't know where they are,
Yeah.
but he can see
Stars.
some burning trees that have been burnt around the encampments.
We were right fucking there. We flew 30 minutes.
Does that sound familiar to you?
Burnt trees.
We could go check it out together if you'd like. You know about riding the fucking dragons.
I think I might have an idea. It's getting really close to Tardak, but if they're not there, then if they're not at Tardak and at this encampment, then we might actually have a chance to get them.
I mean, that'd be preferable. We'd rather have more than less.
A couple hours fly from here, but
A couple hours fly, you say?
Does that suit your immediate need for?
getting rid of Knowles is getting rid of Knowles for me. Now, I wouldn't lie if this wasn't more of a personal reason for me. I mean, as I've grew up to see all these people that I've gotten older, now they're being killed and bullied, kind of pisses me off, not gonna lie.
Well, I earned a payback from yesterday, so I'm down. So fucking down.
But after we get your friends back, I wouldn't mind just going to the heart of this and getting it over with. They hold something precious to me that I want back.
What's that?
I want my father's pendant back.
Done. We make a stop by.
Whoever else spoils that we find that, I don't care if you guys take it. It's not what I want.
What does it look like?
He will, now that he saw you do that presentation, a It's like a gold chain. He probably had it on like one of his horns. Is probably where he wore it. But when they got to the scuffle, it got taken from him.
Could we possibly stop by a trade town before we go to the main? I want to get some supplies to make our adventure a little more fruitful and go kill them all.
Like what are you looking for?
I want to make a lot of alchemist fire. A lot of it. An absurd amount of fucking alchemist fire. And I'm going to put it in a couple barrels that you're going to hold and you're going to fucking chuck out. It's enough.
Bringing back ancient dying.
Oh, we're doing the upgrading shit. Just get me wrong here.
Like, all right, only real fast, and he kind of like takes you guys off to like a good ways from.
Not between now and we get Van. After we get Van, before we go to the big development.
He kind of takes you off a little bit away from the village, like a good like 20 minutes away, to a pretty decent sized shack.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm not gonna lie. He kind of like digs his claws into the ground. I might take something that I find, 'cause, you know, I can't help like in shinies. And as he opens the shed door, it's kind of like a barn. It's a barn to you guys, but it's a shed to him. It's a barn.
He's like opening a miniature house.
There is all kinds of shit that he has stored in here.
I can also teach all of you how to make it, and you can help me. I can just kind of lean on your shoulders, and we can all make it as a group and make it much faster.
He's got armor, weapons. There's some gold stashed in a corner. He's got crap everywhere in here.
If we work together, we could probably make a barrel in a day.
He's like, no, I don't know what you're kind of looking for.
Can assist you.
Well, I might be able to help you.
I'd love for you to help. I'd love for everyone to help me. We can make it as a group.
It's kind of weird how similar.
Wait,
It's
a lot of it is a lot of it's Knoll gear. Like when he kills them, he takes their stuff.
shit is my shit.
There is quite a bit of gold in here. Like it doesn't seem like he uses it at all. It's just kind of stored here. There's long bows, there's long swords, there's short swords, there's daggers, there's leather armor, there's studded leather. He's got some vials that have some liquids in it. He has no idea what they are. Some of them look like potions that you guys have come across, stuff like that.
They're studded, it's
Yeah,
studded leather armor the size of a child.
That's what job. He's like, I mean, make it fit.
Well, also, we could look at the potions we have.
Treat like a Barbie. Come on, just put it on, Kelvin.
Can we work together to identify the potions because we both are proficient alchemy?
Right, like some potions that might.
I mean, even if they destroy, I'd still want.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sure, you typically need an identify spell. But fine.
I'd like to do with Optus skin.
I don't want
You need
to
an
magically identify them. I want to look
I mean,
at them.
that potion
and
but
then-
do I see any that look along those lines?
Make a investigation.
Good asked. 14.
That's not bad though. You do see that there are a few that are like the just the regular healing potions,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of strewn out throughout the place.
They say, man,
He does have some ones that look a little bigger and have like a thicker liquid to them. They're probably the greater type ones.
Snag so many questions as I can.
I would like.
Just again to hand them out.
I'd like to look for something maybe destructive type potion.
Alright, so there are 6 regular healing potions.
should mind that evenly we each get one and let someone actually one.
And there are 2 greater.
I will give away the 4 regulars, and then 2 of y'all each can have a greater.
Out of curiosity,
So I'll
when,
just take.
did I have an additional hero potion somewhere? Because I have one in my inventory despite the fact that I used one when I got back.
Couldn't remember.
Or also, yeah, but
Just a suggestion.
could I take one of the greater that having these villains?
Well,
Oh, it smells awful in here, by the way, too. Considering, he's got these off dead and old bodies.
just a suggestion. The people that would possibly go down, get knocked out in the party. Do we want them having the best healing potions, or do we want other people that are maybe alive?
It's a good question. That part of the Kelvin habits make any of me. As we usually get it.
Not for nothing, I barely ever take damage. And I have an ability to go really fast if I need to.
Do I take a normal healing one then, and someone else take the greater
I
one?
gave everybody one normal healing one, and then two regular or 2 graders for everybody.
I honestly don't.
I don't need a grader. I just want the regular ones as this is like you said for me to run in and pick people up.
Mm-hmm. And you keep the greater than I was thinking of taking.
Yeah, it'll take a couple of barrels.
To drop fog cloud on.
Barrels, okay.
What else were you looking for?
I would roughly need these ingredients, and I'm gonna kind of go through the list of what I would understand because I would know how to make alchemist fire. It's really English I can make how to make alchemist fire ingredient wise. So it'd be like I don't know, probably saltpeter, brimstone,
Nope.
alcohol if he has it.
Nope, I know we can get some.
That's all we need. If we need alcohol, I can make a bomb. It's not quite
So,
alchemist fire.
You like making explosions?
Zoya can heal. He's unreliable at low
We can make
health.
at West we can make the fire.
So you take a
Fire
grader.
barrels then, put a fuse in it,
The only thing,
and drop them on fire and make basically walls that can't walk through the fire. It's not quite the same, but it's at least a strategic way to close off an area where we can fight them and bottleneck.
I like it. The only way,
So you want some alcohol, then fill these barrels.
think maybe you should keep it. Like the one that I was thinking about taking. My reasoning for this is, if he's low, I'm not going over there, and if he's low, you're probably nearby.
Why don't you want to go next to that one when he's low? Oh, he
Um,
needs help.
Well, you see this right here? It used to be more like that, and now it's like this. I got hit once.
There's an odd
and he doesn't
shape
remember.
dimension.
I think maybe he goes into a rage, like a. I mean, yeah, he goes into rages, right? But like this is like blinding memory loss type of rage, and he just kind of hits everything.
Which, so what we do is get him a barrel, let him run in, blow him up.
Yeah, I don't know if that necessarily, but
I'm just saying it sounded kind of cool. I'm just saying.
But even two giant barrels full of alcohol in your hand, or even like full of destructive.
I was thinking maybe more like I set an arrow on fire and you can drop the barrel from the sky. That would be cool, right?
It could be.
Much better plan.
We're gonna kill somebody.
I mean, somebody would need lots of knowledge.
Also, just so
You're gonna
just
Sounds like a falling star.
just so you know, it takes a week to make a flask.
Makes a day. Takes a
No.
long rest. I'm looking at it right now.
So, greater for each of us, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
That works.
Unless you've got something very, very special.
An alchemist's kit. As part of long rest, you use alchemist supplies to make 1 dose of acid, alchemist fire, antitoxin, oil, perfume, or sling. Subtract half the value of the created item for total gold pieces worth of raw materials you were carrying.
What's a dose?
A dose would be 1 container.
Here.
It'd be 1
Use
use.
fish more golden.
I'm pretty sure
Like shines.
these are alchemists.
Still like shines.
They're use supplies from. I can refill those.
We appreciate.
And so, you know what? When you get through all this, I'll do something.
That's to do that. You have to gather materials to make it. That's why I need materials.
So he gets down.
Zoya's pocket, everything around her. It's just all in feathers.
I don't like it.
He gets on the ground low again for everybody to get on top of him. Alright, so it's part of the roll.
Quickly, I would like to look around and see if there are any books for my friends.
And investigation check.
Then you grab the 2 8. You grab the barrels. Left.
You can roll again.
Fuck.
Shit. Oh, fine.
Um, 7.
Don't you notice anything?
With advantage. I tried.
It would seem that like you probably take him that since he can cast, since he's got spells that he can cast at pretty decent levels, he's probably taking whatever books he's found and took them for himself.
I was more thinking like historical books, sciencey type books, something to.
You don't find anything like that.
I
You're
don't
my big readers.
Can I look through it before we leave investigate anything interesting that I just is like in the piles?
feel like my Trevor.
I'm just
would slap me
curious.
in the face if I did.
I'm not saying to find anything, but so I find 11.
You do find like a purely decayed skeletal gnome. Or no, not
Dome.
No.
Dome.
No.
Yeah. Dome. I don't now.
But it's got a
I'm
pretty
down
big
dropping
it's
the
got a pretty big bite mark through the skeleton. Kind of probably just threw it in there to like hide that, hey, I didn't do this.
Hey, I think you left something in here. Oh man, here we go.
As it climbs up. And that's where we're going tonight's session.
Hey.
I see it.
Yeah, I pulled up on